Good afternoon, I'm Nate Putterball with your sports update. In golf today, it's the opening round of the Ryder Cup. Europe currently leads the United States 3-1 as they continue four-ball play. Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay advance a lone point for the U.S., defeating Robert McIntyre and Victor Hovland. The United States currently leads in two of the final four pairings. And it's the final series of the year for both the Reds and the Guardians as both look to keep their playoff chances alive. The Guardians begin a series with the Texas Rangers this evening in Cleveland at 7:10. Slade Ciccone will be on the mound for the Guardians, taking on the Rangers' Jack Leiter. Their match number to clinch a playoff spot is 2 with 3 to win the division. The Reds remain one game back at the NL wildcard chase as they head to Milwaukee to take on the Brewers. First pitch tonight comes your way at 8:10 with Zach Littell of the Reds on the mound, taking on the Brewers' Quinn Priester. Catch all the action on the Fan 2. This update brought to us by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus a special rate of balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card. Breaking sports news when it happens in the Fan.
The following is intended for immature audiences only. There's no such thing as a radio rating system. But if there were, this show would be rated O as in... Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Friday, Football Friday. Hello, good, clean boy.
Oh, hello, man. Golfy Friday, too.
Well,
For now.
in theory. How you doing, Ted?
Doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Got a big program today. It's Go to Jail Friday, which means you tell us your tales of morons. And then we get all the facts together. We sentence them to jail. You may think this is just metaphorically, but no, we actually go, we collect them. We put them in our Common Man and Timmy paddy wagon.
No, we actually collect them here at work, in the office. My God, did we have some moronic activity going on for the last hour and a half?
Don't even get me.
Dear God.
Timmy, don't put it on the tee if you don't want me to hit it.
Look, Bryson's not hitting anything straight. Scotty's not hitting it straight today. So I am teeing it up for you. Swing away.
Timmy's in a mood. I'm in a mood, too. Go to jail. Please do tweet us at Man and Timmy 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Pick your parlay. 5 o'clock. We'll have pizzazz for you. Final walkthrough. More pizzazz.
Oh, that's
at
pizzazz
5:30.
Out of its mind.
Ryder Cup today.
Hey.
Got up this morning. Watched a little Ryder Cup. Apparently, the people at NBC, they're working with Zeta, too. They got to change their entire system because they can't get the sound right.
Nothing's right.
Garbage.
It's pure
30
trash.
minutes of commercials, it seems like.
No, it's stupid. It was stupid from the get-go. I'll have more. I'll leave that because there might be something on that line for Go to Jail here at 346.
All right.
But
well, the actual golf is garbage.
For the golf, it's garbage. I mean, you said it. We're back there watching some of it. Scotty Scheffler's not knocking down putts that he normally knocks down, which is it's why I'm holding out hope because they are at home. The home team usually wins in the Ryder Cup. You got to go back quite a bit. I think it was 2012, the last time the Americans lost on home soil, and they've dominated. They've absolutely dominated the last two. They're not going to dominate this time. We know that with this start, but they are winning in 2 of the 4 matches in the afternoon. They at least have to do that. If they can just turn one more of those around, then you've got a 4-4 Ryder Cup.
I don't like any
That's
of this.
all you got to do. Turn one of these around, so maybe it's not as daunting as we're making it out to be, but you were hoping for more to start the day.
I was reading a story yesterday that the Europeans in preparation for Ryder Cup, it's almost like a team when you go into a hostile environment, they pump the speaker, they crowd noise in at practice.
Yeah.
They were pumping things in, like wearing earbuds, and people were yelling slurs at them and booing. I'm dead serious. They were wearing these things, and they were preparing for the taunts. Apparently, it worked today.
I think you're at a point now, and maybe the event in Phoenix, I know the event in Phoenix has sort of bled in, and that one's even gone overboard. Like, there was about a 5-10 year period where we're saying, okay, that's cool because it's really the Ryder Cup, a little bit of the President's Cup, and then the event in Phoenix, the Waste Management Open at TPC Scottsdale. where they have the 16th hole where it's built up like a baseball stadium. It is completely enclosed, and you are supposed to be screaming at the top of your lungs while they're swinging. I mean, that is never something that's done in golf. You have to be dead silent for these guys when they're taking their backswings. We all know that, but that sort of crept in. We had some fun with that, and I think when you're the opponent, you almost feed off of that. You see the smiles on the faces of like Tyrrell Hatton is a character. Like, I don't love him, but he is a character. He can fly off the handle. He loves it. Rahm, you could see, loves it. They're trying to feed off of that. Even the other day, you saw that clip where Teddy, maybe you saw that somebody had a line for Rory, like, and this made the rounds. And he said, "Hey, Rory, like, watch out for that button. It might choke you." He was like messing with his collar, and Rory and Shane Lowry, they weren't offended. They laughed. They like pointed at the guy and they said like, that's a good one, choking, got it. That's good. So they welcome it. That's what you have to do, I think, when you go into an environment like this. Buckeyes going to be going into a hostile environment at Washington.
Tell you, I said this
a
couple days back that I was starting to get a little bit nervous and that I watched some film on Washington. Where I am, I'm not saying they're going to lose this game, but where I am the day before this game, I am more nervous today than I was the Friday before Texas. Is that rational?
Yeah, I think it is. Because week ones, you're playing Texas. It was 1 versus 2. I don't think you were the right kind of nervous for that game. But if you were going to lose a close game to Texas, home or away, that was not going to be the end of the season. It wasn't a conference game either.
Right.
So this is.
You're going on the road to face an admittedly good team. It's the second best team that we played after Texas.
To date. Yeah.
But still an unranked football team. And you don't want to have a loss like this on your resume.
Which is why,
especially a conference loss.
Which is why the conference loss, right? I keep going back to it. If we're going to play that game where we say who needs it more, actually, if we did the who needs it more, it would be Ohio State because of what their expectations were. But the opportunity here is for Washington because Washington is not supposed to win this game. They are unranked. They've got the number 1 team in the country coming in, and there's enough good feelings about their team this year that has made this point spread continue to shrink as we approach kickoff.
Yeah.
It started at almost 2 touchdowns, and it's down to almost 1 touchdown. When have you really seen a point spread change that much within a week? And what has really changed? What has really changed about these teams from Sunday when the line would have opened to where we are now? Nothing. No one's really been hurt.
Couple computers, they came out with some predictions this week because they what is it? What is the word I'm looking for? Not simulcast, simulate. That's
simulations.
Yeah. It's like 10,000 times they plug it in. And there are a couple of these machines that had Washington winning this game this weekend.
Yes, and Rick Neuheisel is one of the machines that has Washington winning as well. Where'd you used to coach, Rick? Oh, yeah, Washington, right? I'm sure Urban Meyer's picking the Buckeyes to win this game. And I bet Dom Tiberi is picking the Buckeyes to win this game.
It could be the Buckeyes against Jesus and the Apostles. And I think he would pick the Buckeyes to win the game.
They could be facing Satan in hell. And the Buckeyes would win.
Are you kidding?
Man, that's a tough road environment.
They cover the point spread. Hell is a tough road environment?
We ain't going to like it down there.
How do you know that I'm going? You don't know what I'm doing outside of work. Helping blind people cross the street?
Do you?
No. I think about it, though.
Well, it's not really the same thing, is it?
I do when I drive home and I listen to the international news. I do think about all of the bad things going on in the world.
What was the
and then I go home.
And you don't do any of those things. What was the rapture rule though? The hell for us.
Well, no, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
See, the rapture is, a couple days, months, I don't know, before the end of the world. Mm-hmm. God takes all of his best out, right? So you don't have to experience any of that, right? So but the people who remain can still work their way back up there.
Gotcha.
Right? So only if they do the right things.
We might have to still do the show and get up and go to work every day.
Can I tell you something?
But a guy like Teddy, we'd have no producer left because Teddy, do you turn into dust? Is that like a Thanos snap, but a good one?
As I've been about religion and the big guy over the years, if I see half the world's population just evaporate into dust, and float up into the sky, I'll have no problem pledging my devotion. Right. I'm not going to be stubborn.
You know what?
All right, next round, me.
You know what? Do you know how much of a better place that would make it for guys like you and me? If half of the population was just gone, you know how much
we may
easier?
enjoy it too
You know
much.
how much easier it'd be to drive around the streets?
Look at
oh
these
my God.
wide lanes.
The commute would be so luxurious. 670 wouldn't be a freaking mess anymore.
Meanwhile, our ratings would not be changed because all of our listeners are in the same boat as us. Degenerates.
The same people here listening.
The same. All right. NFL coming up this weekend. Big matchups. We had football last night. We'll continue to talk about the Buckeyes. It's a football Friday, and we'll yell more about golf. Anything goes today. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is slowing down due to an accident that's on Alum Creek Drive at Livingston Avenue, and you're also going to hit another delay due to a crash on the left shoulder of northbound 71 on the north side after Gemini Parkway. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They'd let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, it's Timmy Hall for Central Ohio's most trusted and experienced group of orthopedic experts, Orthopedic One. They helped me with my hip pain, and I trust they can help you as well, because Orthopedic One is where you go to get better. So find a physician or location at orthopedic1.com.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and it's tire time at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Now through October 31st, you can buy 3 tires and get 1 for $1. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to schedule your appointment today, or hurry into Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin to get those cars ready for winter. And when you think tires, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Don't miss the Right Rug Flooring Outlet Super Sale. Save up to 80% on truckloads of floors and more, including tiles starting at 19 cents a square foot, and a massive selection of carpet, luxury vinyl, laminate, and hardwood, even installation supplies. Everything you need for your next project. Save up to 80% during the Right Rug Flooring Outlet Super Sale on Poth Road in Whitehall. Hurry, the Outlet Super Sale ends September 30th. Dealers welcome.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Morning Juice is live on YouTube. Weekday mornings starting at 6. Or on demand whenever you want it. Yeah, whenever. Bobby Carpenter's at your beck and call. And Tito's there too, you know, to clean the toilets. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
Got a teen athlete? Then you know putting in the hours is all part of the game. But did you know the same goes for learning how to drive? Because just like playing a sport, learning to drive takes practice. The only difference is the stakes are even higher. 50 hours of practice time driving with you? Worth every minute. Gear up at teachyourteentodrive.ohio.gov.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunshine for this afternoon. High temperatures reach to the upper 70s. And then for tonight, mostly clear skies as temperatures cool down into the upper 50s. And we are tracking a beautiful weekend with more sunshine, and low 80s are on the forecast here for Saturday and Sunday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
If the authorities looked at their Instagram accounts, they'd be arrested immediately.
Daddy, what are you doing?
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
So since the rapture did not happen earlier this week, you're still left with the same problems that you always did. And I know there are 5 words that you don't want to hear. You need a new roof, but no rapture. You still got to have a roof over your house. And if you do, I recommend my friends at Victor's Home Solutions. These guys are unbelievable. You will see why they have thousands of 5-star ratings. Their Google rating right now is sitting pretty at a nice 4.9. That is tough to get. You guys know that. People just slam businesses on Google.
I don't have a 4.9.
No, we would have like a 4.2 if we had a Google rating. Come on.
Reverse it.
Come on.
2.4.
2.4? Do a little better than that.
One listen, everybody knows the rules.
I mean,
2-4.
One listen, one bite, whatever it is. We bite more than one time, that's for sure. You'll see why Victor's can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install because their materials are top-notch, their precision, craftsmanship, everything. And right now, you don't want to pay the high interest rates. For limited time, they're offering 5 years, no interest financing, minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. Start with the free 21-point roof inspection. They'll tell you everything that you need. 866-VICTORS or go online, victors.com.
It is Go to Jail Friday. Please do tweet us at Man and Timmy 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Seahawks, last-second field goal to beat the Cardinals last night. It was sort of a dull, boring game until that fourth quarter, and then the Cardinals woke up. But
Marvin had more issues in the first half.
Let me tell you something, man. God. The first 3 quarters from Marvin were absolute garbage. He looked like he didn't belong on that field. And then the fourth quarter showed up, and it was like a completely different guy. He looked like the Marvin that we saw here at Ohio State.
Which is why it's almost sad to watch something like that, because you know that we know Marvin Harrison Jr. We know him. And when he was here, we all were saying that he was probably the best wide receiver to ever come through this program. That's why, like, the kind of guy he was off the field, the work ethic, and then the physical, I don't know why I said work ethic, and the physical skills and his talent were just off the charts. It made no sense why any of this was happening, which means it is purely mental. And, you know, that is something that can creep up and affect you as an athlete.
One of the interceptions that Kyler had, I mean, it was right in Marvin Harrison's hands. One of the other interceptions was he just stopped running the route.
Stop the route.
Now, look, I am not the big Kyler Murray fan, not the biggest fan in the world. I think he's borderline trash, and I think this year is his last opportunity to really be that starting quarterback before he starts bouncing around the league and has to redeem himself like Baker did.
I think a lot of people are there with you, but we can't put all of this on Kyler when his star receiver has been missing plays like this.
Look, I'm watching the broadcast, and even my arch enemy, Herbie, was saying how this week he just didn't have the same sort of energy. just being around him wasn't the same as it was when he was at Ohio State. And look, going to the NFL and being in college are two different things. We talk about this program like it's a professional program, right? I mean, there are professional fan bases that don't act as professional as Ohio State is. But there's still that next level and those expectations about not just being a five-star recruit and not just living up to dad in college, but all of a sudden now you got to live up to dad expectations. As soon as he gets in the league, right, there's that whole brouhaha with fanatics that took months to resolve.
Right. Which just kind of showed you, it was just a reminder of how this is different.
There's a lot of stuff you have to deal with.
There's a lot that you got to be paying attention to. And you wanted to keep the focus more on your development and your switch from a college player to a pro player, because as good as we all thought he would be, and I mean, this was a guy that the likes of Joel Klatt, and I won't just say him because I think all of us were in agreement on that too. When we saw him, 1 year into his playing, because he started late in that first year when he got on the field, and he blew up a little bit in the Rose Bowl, where C.J. Stroud threw a bunch of touchdowns to Jackson Smith and Jigba that day.
Right.
Marvin was in on the action too. But that next year, he popped off. It was very similar to Jeremiah Smith's true freshman year when it was that next year for Marvin. And we were saying the same things. I mean, if he was eligible for the draft next year, he'll be top 5, and he will be one of the 5 best receivers in the NFL within 5 years' time. Well, he's nowhere close to one of the 5 best receivers in the NFL right now, so we have to check ourselves on that. But it's just a reminder of, no matter how good the world thinks you are or how much the media is telling you how great you are, make sure that the focus is on developing as a football player instead of some of the business things. Let some other people handle that, or take it slow, because with that kind of talent, the money is going to be there. If you take care of that on the field, you'll get one of those $45 million a year contracts.
Speaking of Jackson Smith and Jigba, I mean, he was good last night.
Right after the touchdown catch. So Marvin makes the unbelievable catch in the back corner of the end zone to cut it to a touchdown. And on the big third down, Sam Darnold, give him credit, threw a pretty pass. And Jackson Smith and Jigba showing that body control over the shoulder.
He also had a great moment where he was caught on the hot mic, giving it to the referee.
It's 2 weeks in a row, right? Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Well, I was going to say not 2 weeks in a row for him.
No, for a hot mic situation.
But I'll tell you what, man. Yeah. That look that the official gave him, where he just stopped his speech and just gave him that look.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Shut up.
I like that. First of all, you know what? They didn't throw a flag on him. There was none of that in terms of unsportsmanlike conduct, things like that. But he just showed him, gave him a little look.
That was all we needed, right?
Right. And I saw later, I don't know if one of his coaches got in his ear or one of his teammates said, "Hey, man, you may want to go over there and just say sorry."
Apologize.
There may be a pass interference call or something that you want later in this game. And then he goes over and like, "Hey, man, I let my emotions get the best of me. I'm sorry." I said, "Oh, that's all good, man. It's good. It's okay. Hey, bro, hug it out. It's good."
That's the way that you like to see things resolved, right? Sometimes over all these flags.
It depends.
Because it does depend.
We're going to send people to jail and perhaps death, but
for far less.
Exactly.
Yeah, for far less than that. But, they are... The NFL, I think it's fun for us as fans to view the entity as the bad guys, and we like the players and our teams more than the entity itself. And Roger Goodell, it's good to keep him
not Rob
and
Lowe.
Sort of that villain.
Rob Lowe just got the NFL hat on, baby.
He cheers for all the teams, right? Rob loves just the 3 letters. But they're trying to crack down on all the dancing and the celebrating, and they're going to be throwing flags willy-nilly for personal conduct fouls, and it might go a little too far.
Sometimes it does. I'll give them this, though. The taunting stuff. This has been drilled into them since the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Like every single team has gotten 19 million. Like they go into seminars.
Right.
This is what's acceptable. Yeah. This is PowerPoint presentation.
Right.
Present this to your team. We're going to call penalties on this.
Don't do guns and don't slash your throat.
Warning after warning. Don't flip a ball at somebody.
Don't throw the ball in your opponent's face.
You saw that last night. Right? Who's the running back for Seattle?
K9, right?
Yeah,
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. He did it. It's got a 15-yard penalty. Right, and killed that drive. They're going to throw the flag. So we can say, NFL, no fun police. Perhaps. Or it could be these guys just let the moment get the best of them, and they're that stupid.
Yeah. I think I think it is. It's one of those things where part of me, because I can be a bit of a stickler, but I also want to see those guys to be able to hit their celebrations and have some fun, even if it's not the dance that I prefer, but the two gestures you can't do.
What's the dance you prefer? Like just crotch thrusting?
Yeah, I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Little Key and Peele. 3 pump minimum. Once you hit 4, they're going to throw that flag every time. Yeah,
we'll keep it at 3.
3's fine. Once you get to that 4,
it's like
you know it.
It's like
You've been
choking
told.
in wrestling, Teddy. Right? Referee's going to count to 5. Once he gets to 5, though, you got to break the chokehold.
Break it. Yeah, break it. Break the hold.
You see the Jason Myers is the kicker for Seattle. So he went out there. He made the kick. Right before he made the kick, they show him on the sidelines taking a hit of smelling salts. They had the whole thing this offseason. It's like, selling smalts. That too. Smelling salts.
And selling smalts.
Banned. No more. And players lost their minds. And no, we meant we're not going to supply them anymore, but you can bring them from home.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Over the counter smelling salts.
He picked up some good ones because he looked like his eyes were going to roll back in his head.
Yeah. Who did we have, though? Was it Nick Foligno that gave us that great meme? I feel like we played the 2 or 3 seconds of video for a while.
Hockey guys do it all the
his
time.
eyes just kind of went loopy, and he had this big smile on his face when he was like, it wasn't the like fierce, aggressive, like, yeah, it was more like a, ooh, smelling salts time. Yay, slap shot.
We do a lot of stupid things on this show. Do you think we should do the smelling salts?
I do.
I mean, Tyvis was like upset with me that I've never done them before.
I've never done it either.
Why would I? Dude, you're a football player.
Teddy, I can't remember. Did Teddy do one from the shots or no?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Teddy did.
Yeah, because I was, getting faint, and they're like, "Here you go, smelling salts." Well, I'm okay.
Do you remember? Yeah, do you remember how that felt?
It was awful. That's
bad. Huh?
Yeah, it burns. I mean, it's up your nose, and it's just this burning sensation, and it snaps you out of it like that.
It doesn't last long, though, right?
No, it doesn't last too long, but just for that instant. I mean, so if people. Like maybe this player, he looked like he had a little bit like, yeah, this is pretty good. I think maybe they, get used to it after a while if they do it quite frequently, but I don't know.
So we've done the ghost pepper.
We've done the ghost pepper. We haven't cut up a ghost pepper and shoved it up our nose, though. That might be
good. I
think
butt is the play.
Both.
We've tossed around the idea of tasing Tim.
I'm not so much about tasing. I'm
worried about you pooping.
I'm kind of intrigued about electric shocks to the nipples. If it can be,
all right, we can make that happen.
If it can be at like a low,
I'll get the coat hanger.
Level.
You bring the car battery, Teddy.
I actually started to look around Amazon to see if there are any kind of fun products for low level tasing or shocking of the nipples.
Tonight, you're out of your damn mind.
It could be fun.
I'm in agreement with you. I want to talk about the craziest person in the world. And I don't think there's even a conversation. That's 2 minutes from now. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is a little slow on westbound 670 from Cleveland Avenue to Neal Avenue. And watch out for an accident that's causing some holdup on northbound 71 on the north side from Big Walnut Road to Lewis Center Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers Union, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Witness their members as they construct solar energy facilities, harnessing the power of the sun for Ohio's future. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
At Logan Services, we're more than heating and air. We're a family-owned business that puts people first. For decades, we've built our reputation on honesty, hard work, and treating your home like it's our own. From the first phone call to the final handshake, you'll work with a caring, local team that shows up on time and does the job right. Because comfort isn't about temperature, it's about integrity. Logan Services, family-owned, people-focused, and proud to serve its customers.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. It's time to ditch the traffic jams and the rat race and take in that crisp morning air, the crackle of a warm campfire. With RCD RV's Fall Into Adventure sale, you can. September 15th through the 30th, you can cozy up to incredible deals. Sale pricing on all remaining new 2025 models. And RCD has travel trailers starting under $12,995, as well as pre-owned motorhomes priced under $39,995. Visit one of our 3 locations, Delaware, Heath, Pataskala. Shop online anytime at RCDRV.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. And if you're gearing up for the big game, don't forget the MVP of desserts, Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. This legendary treat just made its way to Ohio. Finally! We're talking rich devil's food cake, buttery cream bumps, and a fudge icing that is just unfair. They'd throw a flag on it if it was actually on the field. Bring one to your next tailgate, watch party, or even a team celebration, and you'll be the real hero. Available now at Kroger and Meijer, Sanders Bumpy Cake. It's game day greatness.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
They refer to each other as stupid, so they must get along.
We fight a lot, but at the end of the day, it's okay, because we really do hate each other.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
So the guy that you were talking about, I too saw this article and I was just taken aback.
We have to stop talking to this guy because this is... Look,
No more.
I'm just saying, I am a big advocate for, discussing mental illness and destigmatizing it and making sure you get the help that you need. And I've talked to you about my struggles with mental illness. This guy right here has had untreated or not treated properly mental illness for years.
Oh, decades.
Severe.
Decades.
And yet we still continue to put a microphone in his face.
Or write down his thoughts
and
after he comes back from one of these trips we're about to tell you about.
Look, there's a lot of people out there that have some screws loose. And I guess this is one of them because he won championships in his league. We have to continue to report what he says, but he's out of his mind.
This guy, Dennis Rodman. So, shocker, here's the guy, Dennis Rodman. We talked about him before in the show, but it's been a minute. The article, the headline reads this: Rodman reveals what parties with Vladimir Putin were like. Quote, he had like effing 15, 20 effing girls with him. And I'll get back to that quote. But this is a guy that has always had a close, and it's weird to even say that, a close relationship with the supreme leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un. Just buds, just buddies. Yeah, that's totally normal.
Took a visit there.
It's like what we kid Jeff Rimmer about, but it's on a real scale for Rodman. Oh, he's a great guy. He's a good dude. Are you sure about that? Because you're an NBA superstar and he's happy to be buds with you? Like, what are you talking about? And now it's with Vladimir Putin, with Poots?
Who else can we get him together with?
Shit.
Well, I'm sure the Belarusian guy, he's hanging out with Putin because he's wiping his ass.
Yes.
So you
I
got
can't
him.
think of his name.
Belarusian guy. That's his name.
Belarusian Bob.
He's got like the corgis that follow him. He's
got the dog.
Fat guy who looks like he should be at a tailgate party with these little tiny dogs that follow him around, and he's making love to these dogs.
I mean, if Castro were still around, Rodman and him would have been 2 peas in a pod.
Well, Castro's brother, Dennis Castro.
Denis? Dennis Castro.
He's not French-Canadian Castro.
So let me get to the parts here about what they were doing with Vlad. This is in an interview. I love the author of this article, too. In an interview, he recalled some moments that he shared with the controversial global figure, revealing a more carefree and adventurous side to a man who's both feared and respected in the political world. Who are we talking about?
Who wrote this? The Kremlin?
Right. This is Jonas Pinerio who wrote this article. I don't know who that is, but yeah, you hear a lot of people talking about how respected Poots is around the world these days. So here it was. The mention of Putin's name evokes an image of a stoic, authoritarian leader who's not one for social gatherings or lighthearted banter. However, Rodman revealed that behind closed doors, Putin is actually fond of throwing lavish, fun-filled parties.
He's a party animal.
Look at that. Poots, I think Poots loves to play a little ice hockey as well. I think I've seen that from him.
We know that.
And they let the score be 27-0 Putin against an entire KHL team.
They don't let him. He's just that good.
I even think if goalie Bob got to play against him, they'd make him give up every single shot that he faced.
He would just do it on his own.
So here's Rodman.
You get me again, Poots.
Rodman said, I did something in Russia with Putin. Putin's a crazy MF, Rodman said. Listen, I was with him. He had like effing 15, 20 effing girls with him. Models, right? And Putin had this Lamborghini shipping us to this hotel. This true story, guys. I go to this fashion show. God, all these girls just sitting there. Beautiful effing Russian models. Oh, my God. Damn. It's like I thought this was effing mafia convention. My goodness. Rodman. You're out of your mind.
Were any of the girls that were there mouthing, help me?
It's almost
was it like Taken? Liam Neeson's trying to get him back.
It's almost like the Albanians from Taken had placed all these poor women there. And this is sad in a place where maybe you shouldn't be hanging out.
Is it Dracula? Who's the guy who goes to Dracula's castle in the movie / book? Is it Keanu Reeves in the movie who goes to Dracula's castle? And then Dracula has the sex vampires there.
I'm not as sure.
And he has his way with the sex vampires, but it's just a trap, obviously, to get this guy in there and, trusting everything. He's got these sexy vampires doing things to him.
You need his blood, right?
That's what Putin's doing. He's got his sexy women.
One that hits me more is Dusk to Dawn. You've seen that one, right?
I seen it.
You've seen it where Cheech Marin and everybody else, they just turn into, they're all having a good time. It's just an overnight biker bar. And then before you know it, Selma Hayek is growing horns. I mean, she was hot 10 minutes ago. Now she's trying to suck your blood and kill you.
That's a Clooney, right?
That's a Clooney, yeah. Clooney and Quentin
Tarantino
are brothers.
Yeah.
They're badass brothers. And I think, what's the woman's name that's in that? Harvey Keitel is the dad.
Harvey Keitel, not a woman.
Yeah, no, not a woman. But more from Rodman here. He said you had the Village People playing. You had all these other bands playing.
Oh, I'm glad the check cleared for the Village People. My God.
Are we sure that those were the Village People or just another group that dressed like the Village People?
I like the YMCA.
My goodness. He said they shipped all these other bands from America in order to play this effing party.
Which ones? Village People and who else?
10,000 Maniacs?
No. Natalie Merchant's not going over there.
Well, of course not Natalie Merchant. She wasn't playing the Kroger when we had them 10 years ago.
These are the days.
These are days.
Remember.
Rodman said I had a blast with him for 2 days. He invited me over there, and he was cool to me. Goddamn, was cool to me over there.
Mm-hmm. Cool to you. So I guess
he must be a great guy.
Also,
then.
Coolio was over there.
Gangster's Paradise?
They got him over there.
Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer.
You know what? I feel sorry for his daughter because she is one hell of an athlete, and she gets so upset when she does these interviews.
And they always
ask about her father, and she always says, "Stop asking me about this guy. He is not really my father. Yes, the sperm may have come from him. I have no relationship with him. I've never had a relationship with him. Stop asking me about this guy."
Yeah, that sucks.
Let's stop talking about him.
That sucks for her. Yeah. And, we just did a whole segment on Dennis Rodman.
You and I are going to talk about him.
Yeah, but we're not going to have her on the show and say, now let's talk about your father, Dennis. I don't know why Glick was here.
I was going to say, was that Jiminy Glick or was that
Dennis?
Deion Sanders?
Deion Sanders?
Deion Sanders, when he was doing stuff was it ESPN or NFL Network before he obviously was coaching? They'd have him at the draft, and he'd be interviewing the guys right after they were drafted. And he would ask the same question every single time. And I know there's not a ton of questions to ask in that situation, but every single guy would come up and, "Hey, how you doing?" And they say, "Oh, I'm doing great. I just got drafted, and yeah, that's great. But how are you doing?"
I think we actually did an Andrew Luck with Deion Sanders years ago.
We had
I'm doing all right.
We had a couple of them.
There might be. I don't know if they got transferred over from the old dad
Oh,
system.
no, we
to the
can't.
Zeta
We
system.
can't have that. Hold on, I'm going to search for him now. What do you think they're on?
Make sure you spell Dion right. It's
Sanders?
Deion. Right?
I had
Right,
that
Teddy?
one.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. We have Dion interviews Lori Schmidt. we have Dion interviews Andrew Luck, and we have Dion interviewing sports radio legend Mike Francesa.
Perfect.
What should we hear?
Well, let me hear the Luck one since I just mentioned that. Since that's
yours.
You and me.
Go figure. It's the longest one too, because you just ramble.
It's not my fault.
Ramble on.
Bring it.
Prime Interviews with primetime himself, Deion Sanders. Today's special guest, Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, Dion. How you doing?
You got a beard.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Yeah, well,
How you doing with the beard?
I just don't have a whole lot of time to shave it, you know. I'm trying to not throw interceptions. Yeah.
You're a quarterback.
Yeah, Dion.
How's that work?
Yeah, well, I drop back in the pocket and I scan the field, and Coach Pags tells me what to do, and I just try not to throw interceptions. I'm trying to get better at that. It's on me. It's on me.
When you're doing that, do you ever think to yourself, what am I doing? How do I do it better?
Yeah, I just want to be more like Aaron Rodgers. I'm making too many mistakes.
Don't. How's he doing?
It's on me. It's my fault. I got to put the team on my back. Excuse me.
Much respect for the Amish.
This has been Prime Interviews.
You idiot.
Yuck. Deion Sanders.
Yucky.
That sucked.
All right, go to jail. We're going to go to jail for playing that again. Go to jail is next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for a vehicle that's on fire if you're on Cleveland Avenue at East Lakeview Avenue, causing some delay there. And we've got another slowdown that's due to an accident on East Livingston Avenue at South Roosevelt Avenue. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them. So we're helping you with deals on top brands like Scott's, Pit Boss, Cobalt, and Trex Decking. So get to Lowe's, get it done, and earn your Sunday. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Listen up. That's the sound of big money.
ABC Tonight, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune is back.
Yes, that's it.
With big stars from the silver screen to the dance floor.
Derek Hough. Actor Katie Lowes is here. Joey McIntyre.
Big thrills.
These stars are in it to win it.
And big fun.
Keep your shirt on. I'm out.
Ryan Seacrest and Vanna White host Celebrity Wheel of Fortune.
Tonight at 8 on ABC 6.
Good morning, Columbus. It's going to be a good day, and it's going to be big. With the biggest morning news team in Central Ohio, Good Day Columbus. The biggest news, weather, and traffic in town every day. Bringing you over 5 hours of breaking news, live reports, and continuing coverage, and stories that'll make you smile. First Morning Weather gets you ready for the day ahead, and Steer Clear Team Traffic will get you to work on time. Good Day Columbus, weekday mornings on ABC 6. It's going to be a good day.
If you're itching for a new vehicle this fall, you have to go see my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Hey, it's Anthony. I drive an awesome Ridgeline, and you can drive home the rugged 25 Ridgeline Sport with 0% APR or lease for as low as $299 a month. Or go for the looks and reliability of a 2025 Honda Accord LX, just 3.99% APR or lease it from only $199 a month. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. And GermainHondaofDublin.com.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody.
We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Fall is here. The leaves are changing, football's on TV, and family time by the bonfire feels just right. Before it gets even colder, now's the time to make sure your home is ready for what lies ahead. For over 3 decades, homeowners across Central Ohio have turned to Newman Roofing for reliable roofing, siding, and gutter work that stands the test of time. From your very first call, you'll talk with a real person who's happy to walk you through the process. Your estimator won't push you, just explain what's going on with your home and share solutions that make sense for you. And when the work begins, a dedicated job supervisor makes sure every detail meets Newman Roofing standards. Don't just take our word for it. Check out the hundreds of 5-star Google reviews from families right here in Columbus who chose Newman Roofing and couldn't be happier. Appointments are filling fast for fall installations, so don't wait. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com today. Let Newman Roofing handle your to-do list so you can get back to the things and the people that matter most. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online today at newmanroofing.com.
Truck drivers, it's time to take your skills to a company that invests in your safety and comfort. Schneider's newer and well-maintained equipment keeps drivers moving and making money. Our trucks are spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Plus, we offer a huge selection of driving jobs so you can find a job with the home time and schedule you've been looking for. Upgrade to a better driving job today. Search jobs near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and it's tire time at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Now through October 31st, you can buy 3 tires and get 1 for $1. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to schedule your appointment today, or hurry into Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin to get those cars ready for winter. And when you think tires, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Are you working? Because we barely are. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football and quiet quitting. The Fan.
The only show that can bring a dead queen back to life. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Let's go to jail Friday. Please do tweet us at Man and Timmy 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Buckeyes getting ready for Washington 3:30 kick tomorrow. Live coverage starts at 10 a.m. I think they're putting some pregame on 10 TV too.
Oh, they are.
That
yes.
could be a total disaster.
Yes. Now, we've done that before now.
That doesn't mean it can't be a disaster.
It could be.
NBC's broadcast golf before, but couldn't tell watching today.
No. If anything, it'll be a beautiful disaster because you're going to have Anthony Rothman and Dave Biddle there. Tim May, I think, is going to check in for a segment or so. He usually is a part of the tailgate show. So that's going to be from 12 to 2. So look for that on 10 TV. Our guys, Ice and DeVere, and usually Dane. Dane had another baby girl, so congrats.
Oh, congratulations.
Congrats to our guy, Dane Sanzenbacher and fam. Their second lovely child, Sadie, the name of the lovely girl.
Sadie Sanzenbacher.
Sadie Sanzenbacher.
I like that name.
It does. That's a great name.
All right, let's go to jail.
He's the judge, jury, and executioner. Timmy Hall says, go to jail.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
I hate to do this. I don't do this lightly, but my first jailbird today is Sarah, the love of my life. I got to do it. So listen, there was this thing, and she actually tried to snap back at me, but instantly gave in, knowing that I had her on this one. You have these things, you and Kristen, right? You're willing to admit it when it's you, and you just hope for the same thing on the other side. So this has to do with a bag of bagels, right? I'm in the bakery at the Meijer the other day. I'm trying to, you usually have your list of things that's for the week to prepare meals. And then as you're browsing the aisles, things come to you. And you think of something that she likes. And you're like, oh, okay, she's been on a little bit of a bagel kick recently, so I'm going to check the bakery. And they've got decent ones there. They usually have some Asiago cheese or the everything bagels. That's a favorite of both her and mine. So I get her some, and she's having them last week. This week, taking them with her on the way to work. And I notice that after a few days, I wanted to have a bagel too. I go in there to the pantry. I check the little bag, take the little nub off, and I notice that there's half bagels in the bag. But it's the bottom of the bagel. The tops of the bagels have been taken by her.
She's leaving lesser bagel.
She's leaving the worst part of the bagel just in the bag.
Just thinking of herself.
I would contend that you just throw that other bagel away. I mean, it still would be wasteful. You may as well just eat it and enjoy both sides of the bagel. But to put the bottom half
She's saying
in,
my husband and my son deserve trash. The leftovers that I don't want.
Yes.
They can eat that.
And
the flavorless nubs.
I know that she's not going to be doing this again after what we did, but it mystified me. You can't even really say that it's like what Elaine did in the Top of the Muffin to You episode, where she loves the muffin tops. She just throws the stump away. She doesn't leave it for somebody else.
Well, she did. She left it for the homeless.
She did try to do that. And Rebecca De Mornay was
having none of it.
Was not having any of that. What, all we're good for is your garbage, your trash here? So go to jail, Sarah. Eat the entire bagel from here on out.
1 year in prison.
All right.
1 year in prison, and all you get for that 1 year is the bottom of the bagel.
All right, so I also have to put this woman at Chipotle in jail. We've all known the person in line that is yapping on their phone while it's on speaker. They've got zero awareness, no respect for anybody else's personal space, who might have a desire to just wait patiently or maybe just chat with their in-person friend at a normal volume. It's not that, though. There's another one that I've been seeing more and more. People that are out in public that are just so locked in to one of these silly Candy Crush things or one of these conquest games that we have going on. This woman was quietly playing on her cell phone. I mean, she's locked in, though. But at first, it was fine. Not breaking any rules, just doing that, keeping to yourself. But it's what happened once we approached the line, and as the line is moving, 3 times at least, this person, a couple people ahead of me, line's moving. There's like 10 feet of space, 15 feet of space.
She doesn't move.
Move on up. The person behind her had to like tap and, hey, excuse me, can you? Oh, okay. And then she would move up. This was 3 times. She's off in her own world on the phone. Then we get up to where the person is there, starting at the station, where it's either, burrito, tacos, or bowl. What you going to get? And you and I both know the person at Chipotle, they only hire mimes or mutes. The people at Chipotle do not speak to you with real human voices. So at first, it was just like a standoff. It was like 20 seconds where she was just there on her phone, and I'm watching this from like 2 people behind her. The person at Chipotle is just standing there, not speaking, not saying anything, just looking across. Finally, the Chipotle person said, excuse me, would you like something? Person didn't reply. The woman on her phone didn't reply. A little louder. Can I get you something? Oh, finally, she lifts up and says something.
It's a hell of a game,
she
Timmy.
She keeps doing this every single station as it slides to the fixins.
You get addicted
then goes to the
this
payment.
stuff. It's not good for you.
What are we doing? Go to jail. You're in public. Act like a person.
Look, one time you get tapped on the shoulder. I understand. We've all been there. We've been in La La Land. We need a little reminder to come back to earth. But considering she just kept doing it and being totally unaware,
it was
shows
comical.
total disrespect for anybody around her. That's 15 years in jail.
Yeah.
15
years
of hard Mississippi labor, like in the heat and humidity, digging a ditch.
Look, we're not anti-phone. We're going to pop the phone. And when you're waiting in line, you're going to pop the phone out, check a score, check a tweet, whatever. You're just so locked into
but you know
it.
What?
It's like you would die
I'm not anti-phone,
if I took it.
but I am pro-society.
Yes.
Pretend
just be a
like
person.
We're all the same. Pretend like you actually care about your fellow human being.
And look, let me finally put NBC, Universal, Comcast, whoever the hell.
We got to take a break.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to come back because we're doing jail all day.
We are.
You don't have to blow your wad right here.
We are.
You put them in jail.
You know I'm putting them in jail.
And you know what?
anyway.
You never even asked me. Mikey, would you want to put somebody in jail? Yes, I do.
Well,
I want to put someone in jail.
Jailbirds anyway.
I
You
got
always
someone.
do.
He's a repeat offender. I'm throwing him in jail for life.
Repeat offender?
Oh my God! Everything he does, he opens his mouth. I want to send him to jail.
Oh, goody. And all yours as well.
The listeners.
Meaning the
yours.
listeners. No,
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to you there.
Yeah. Also, Herbie said something that I actually agree with, so I think maybe the rapture is coming.
Oh, no.
Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute holdup due to a crash that's on northbound 71 on the north side after Gemini Parkway. Expected to move slow there from 270. We also have a slowdown due to another accident that's on Wilson Road north of I-70. This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association. Feel the thunder. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series explodes into Durana Dragway, West Salem, September 24th to 27th. Top Fuel, Funny Cars, Pro Mods, Nitro Harleys, kids 12 and under free. Get your IHRA All Access tickets now at IHRA.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Don't let credit hold you back. Capital Ford of Columbus and Whitehall welcomes all credit types with open arms. Find your dream ride and get approved fast. Call 614-861-7150 or on the web at capitalfordofcolumbus.com.
Common Man here. I want to tell you about my guy, Bob Capace, owner-operator of Worthington Jewelers for the past 25 years. If your only experience is going to the mall for jewelry, Bob and his team will blow you away. Service, quality, and a great price. The store is busy all the time because people keep coming back. True story. My 8-year-old daughter says to me, "When can we go see Mr. Capace again? He's nice." Yes, he's nice. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com.
Get Eco.
ECO.
We come through for you when you need us to.
Our scuba diving plumbers can do anything.
Increase your water pressure.
Give you unlimited hot water.
Fix your drips and leaks.
Soften your water so it doesn't leave spots.
Install a whole house filter.
Replace your shower heads and faucets so your house looks brand new.
And provide you with winning lottery numbers.
Get Eco.
ECO.
They cannot provide you with winning lottery numbers.
I can.
Tell us.
3, 21, 24, 34, 46. That's $103 million.
Those numbers will be this week's winners?
No, those were the winning numbers a month ago.
Get Eco.
ECO.
But EcoFi Advantage is a guaranteed winner.
For just $28 a month, EcoFi Advantage covers all 3 systems.
Plumbing, electrical, and HVAC.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Scuba diving plumbers, genius electricians, and incredibly handsome HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 9/30. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Hey, it's Anthony. Tailgating, hiking stadium stairs, going out after the games. It's a great time of year. It's also the time of year I'm on my feet a lot. And there won't be a time when I don't have my personally fit arch supports from the Good Feet store in my shoes. They make all the difference for me. They help my feet, my hips, my back. They're not just like regular insoles. They're designed so I get firm yet flexible function. They actually correct poor foot biomechanics and give me even more comfort. The fitting process is simple. From the moment you walk in, the Good Feet store will personalize the process. From the pain that brought you to them in the first place to your lifestyle needs. They'll properly measure your feet and arch size. Then take the free test walk. If you love them, wear them home like I did. Your new arch supports will help you begin living the life you love without your feet getting in the way. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City and learn more at goodfeet.com.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the Fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
Your credit, your car, our promise. At Capital Ford of Columbus and Whitehall, we approve all credit types. Perfect, challenged, or none. Drive off today with easy financing. Visit today or online at capitalfordofcolumbus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Nate Putterball with your sports update. In golf today, it's the opening round of the Ryder Cup out at Bethpage. Europe currently leads the United States 3-1 as they continue four-ball play. Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay have managed a lone point for the U.S. The United States and Europe currently split the final four pairings. The Guardians begin their final series of the year with the Texas Rangers this evening in Cleveland at 7-10. Their magic number to clinch a playoff spot is 2, with 3 to win the division. The Reds remain one game back at the NL wildcard chase as they head to Milwaukee to take on the Brewers. First pitch comes your way at 8:10 with Zach Littell of the Reds on the mound. Catch the action on the Fan 2. And Columbus Crew SC return to action tomorrow evening, looking to clinch an MLS playoff spot against the Chicago Fire. They secure a playoff berth with a win or a New York Red Bulls loss. This update brought to us by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. We all love the word free, so does Awaken 180. Medication free, side effect free, and free support for life. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I get a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to wherever you get your audio podcasts, and they have a little search thing there. I want you to put in Common Man and A-N-D Timmy. Okay? And then when our podcast feed pops up, you click subscribe. Now, don't worry. It doesn't cost you any money. It's free. And every single show that we do will come right to your device free of charge. Yeah. It's all brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling.
Please do it.
We're doing the go to jail. Can I do one?
I would love for you to do one. Yeah.
Okay. I want to send Aaron Rodgers to jail. Every time this guy opens up his mouth. I mean, I had a guy, I'm not going to say friend, a guy I went to high school with. His name was Kevin. And every single time he spoke, it was always gobbledygook or unnecessary words and overcomplicated words. And he thought he was the smartest guy in the room, and he was an idiot. Could not stand this guy.
You remember some of the stuff that he did, or was just more every time? Just his voice got you to, and then it reached a point after he said maybe it might have only started with 2 dumb things, and maybe he meant well, but then it just sets
Doesn't matter
you
if
off.
He meant well.
It just sets you off on a bad.
Something about Kevin.
Puts you down a bad road.
Hated this guy. He's dead now. Anyway. That had nothing to do with me hating him. He just happened to die.
He just died.
Yeah. I mean, idiots can die too. So, Aaron Rodgers in Ireland, Steelers playing the Vikings on Sunday morning. Here's what he says. First of all, he's complaining about how he wished they got there earlier in the week so we can go out and sightsee. Great.
Oh, wait.
Fantastic.
You mean it started off with Aaron Rodgers complaining about something?
Yeah. Anyway.
I guess we do that a lot too, but I mean, come on. We do it in a fun way.
Here's what Aaron Rodgers had to say. And again, there's nothing wrong with what he's saying. It's just a bunch of gobbledygook. He says, I have a family history going back to Ireland and Scotland, so I've always wanted to get over here. I'm a historian, so I know kind of the history geopolitically. In the area. I'm a huge fan of Guinness. I don't really drink beer, but if I do, I drink Guinness, and that's not BS that I'm telling you guys. It's the truth. I've heard it tastes different off the tap in Ireland than in the States. I've been in Northern Ireland, and it was great. But I'm excited about seeing what it tastes like here. All right, there's so many things here. First of all, only douchebags or actual people with degrees call themselves historians. You're not a historian. You're someone who likes and appreciates history, okay? You're not a historian, just like you're not a medical doctor, although you like to play one at times.
Oh, during the pandemic, he was. Don't you remember?
I remember.
He knew all the facts of what we were supposed to do back then.
Also, just the term geopolitically. Yes, I'm aware.
I can't have you saying that.
The history and the geopolitics. And
I'm a philanthropist, industrialist, bicyclist. Shut up, Aaron.
I can't stand him.
What are you talking about?
I can't stand him. Everything that comes out of his mouth is just diarrhea. Aaron Rodgers. Life in jail.
What? Yes.
Life
in Shawshank Penitentiary.
You know where the Guinness tastes great too?
No
right out of the tap
for you.
Jail. Tastes great in jail. You put your mouth right on the tap.
I'll tell you this.
Foam the head.
About that. I had Guinness in Scotland. It's fantastic. I also think that there are plenty of places here in the States that pour fantastic Guinness.
But Guinness is Ireland?
It is, right.
So we had it in Scotland. What the hell does that mean?
I'm just saying, I mean, it's a lot closer to Ireland.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Okay, so...
You got to go to Ireland to have it.
If it's not...
You're like him. You go to jail.
Fine.
Timmy goes to jail.
Fine. Put me in jail.
I had tacos in Colorado.
Do you really think that the Guinness on tap in Ireland... maybe if you're at the Guinness brewery, that's going to do something.
I'd like to take that tour.
Maybe that's going to do something different. But do you think once it's been put in the kegs, however long it's been from when it was shipped, is there that much of a difference?
I don't know.
What pub you're getting it in, whether it's over there or out here? I've had tremendous Guinness pours here in the States.
I know this is not fashionable or manly. I'm sure Liver King would laugh at me, but I think Guinness tastes like ass. So.
No, I think it's pretty good.
So...
I enjoy it. It's a different kind of brew.
Teddy, you and I just go out for some Zimas. You can go get the Guinness.
It's better than the Guinness. I'm with you. Trash.
Zima. Shut up.
Shit.
Do
you have any from the listeners?
I do have some from the listeners. I did want to finish my jail though because
so sorry.
Yeah, I was very upset about the coverage this morning, which we spoke about. Whether that's NBC, their parent company, Comcast, NBC Universal. It's been on the USA Network, the Ryder Cup. And first of all, there was this. It's bad enough that I got to watch a 20-year-old episode of Law and Order right before the beginning of coverage. And you know how those episodes used to go, the whole show happens, and then in the final, 90 seconds, okay, and this person murdered that person, goodbye, we got to go, executive producer Dick Wolf. And then it's over. All like that. So I have to sit here and watch some teenager pleading with lawyers about how she's sorry that she shot her father to death. And then what a mental headspace that is to watch golf. 7 a.m. rolls around, boom, you're right to golf coverage, and it's the Ryder Cup.
So do you want...
It's a little jarring.
You want more pregame coverage?
I think 30 minutes would be okay for the Ryder Cup.
Would a sitcom ease you into golf
maybe
a little
Seinfeld?
Bit more?
Yeah.
That's
maybe
more acceptable?
Cheers or Seinfeld, but a hardened episode of Law and Order where we're talking about murders and all sorts of stuff. So there's that. And then, as we mentioned, the audio was a mess right from the get-go. The first tee shots... Bryson DeChambeau is going up against John Rahm. You got a drivable par 4. I want the full experience, and they have the audio. It's 2 or 3 seconds out of sync. I want to hear that club face smashing and compressing the golf ball as Bryson takes that big old swing of his through. And I don't get any of that. And there's 30 minutes of commercials every single hour. They're not even doing the playing through feature the whole time where they have the audio of the ad, but you can still see the shots. They're missing shots of the Ryder Cup. It's not the Rocket Mortgage in Detroit where I don't need to see Akshay Bhatia's 43rd stroke of the second round.
Akshay Bhatia.
I don't need to see it.
I didn't have him on the bingo card today.
No, or whatever Sepp Straka was doing. He's actually playing in the Ryder Cup. But come on, this was a joke. Go to jail, USA, NBC. It's not like he just woke up today and started doing golf coverage.
You knew this was going to be the case. 10
Guys
years.
suck.
10 years. I don't think Dick Ebersol's still running NBC Sports, but send him to jail too.
Oh, Dick Ebersol. All right, you ready for some for the listeners?
I also want to point out that I spent my evening last night watching football and a bunch of shows about Egypt on Nat Geo last night. I find Egypt very fascinating.
What's going on in Egypt?
They're still trying to find Cleopatra.
How the pyramids doing?
They're still standing.
People seeing them?
Still standing. People seen it.
Still standing.
So I guess in Aaron Rodgers' mind, I am an Egyptologist.
An Egyptologist?
Yes. I spent a lot of time watching shows about Egypt.
You're an Egyptian expert.
Egyptologist.
Would you go and see the pyramids? Do you need to see them? I don't need to see them.
I would love to see them if I could teleport there. I have no desire to travel to that area of the world. If I could teleport, see them, come back, sure.
What about if I got you on like a Blue Angel or a Tomcat that's going 2,400 miles an hour?
Pass.
Like a 2-hour flight.
No.
Supersonic 2-hour flight. You don't need to see them?
Will they land right at the pyramid? Because that's the thing. I don't want to go to Cairo. I don't want to do any of that stuff.
I'm going to get you like close enough where you get a 25-minute ride on a camel to get over there.
I don't want to ride on a camel.
You have to.
No, you don't.
You got to ride a camel if you go to Egypt.
That sounds so racist. It really does.
Don't you call me that? It's Egypt.
What does that mean? They don't have cars there?
Full experience. I still see people riding them, whether it's for fun or for commercial
don't see
use.
anybody riding them. Yeah, that's what you're in the streets of Cairo. Let's flag down a camel, you moron.
I see images of people riding camels out there in the dunes. You don't see them out there on the dunes? What are you doing way out there anyway? Like,
what do you mean, what are you doing? You're looking at artifacts that are 5,000 years old.
No, I mean when you're just riding and riding and riding out in the desert. Where are you going? What are you doing?
They live there. They're nomads.
It's just sand. Where are you? What are you going to do?
You're going to probably the one water source in the area.
There's no water.
There's water there.
Like they must just ride for fun.
Yeah, that's what they do. Joyride in the 120-degree desert heat. It's a necessity, you moron. What am I doing the show with, Tor?
A necessity. A necessity to ride the camels out there.
Teddy, I thought you left. I couldn't even see you.
I'm right here.
Can I leave with you if you leave?
Yeah.
Can we just leave him by himself?
Let's go.
My God. All right, I'm going to talk about someone else who actually like better in this moment, Kirk Herbstreit, coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
There's some slower traffic that's causing a 5-minute holdup on northbound 71 on the north side from I-70 to Cook Road. And keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle that's on westbound 670 at 270, causing a bit of a delay. This report is sponsored by Leeds Farm. Come join the fall fun that includes hay rides, zip lines, 2 pumpkin jumps, straw forts, farm animals, and more. Leeds Farm is open 6 weekends only, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at leedsfarm.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
At Giant Eagle, we're here because being part of the neighborhood matters. Because what we pick up at the store is what we bring into our lives. At Giant Eagle, we're always going for better to bring you the best. Because it matters.
Children with Down syndrome in Central Ohio need your support. Join 10TV, Newman Roofing, and the Down Syndrome Association of Central Ohio Sunday, October 5th for the 2025 Buddy Walk. Join thousands of participants as we come together to celebrate the uniqueness and resiliency of the Down syndrome community. Your participation and donations directly support programs and services for people with Down syndrome and their families. Together we can make a meaningful impact and pave the way for a more inclusive future. Sunday, October 5th for the 2025 Buddy Walk.
Get the MVP, more value price from Coghlan Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% financing on a new 25 Kia Sorento or 3.49% on a new 25 Telluride. Visit CoghlanKia.com.
Coghlan has the car for you.
Based on January to December 2024 retail sales, 0% for 48 months and 3.49% for 60 months equals $2,083 and $1,819 per 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Not all will qualify. All qualified manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
Listen up. That's the sound of big money.
ABC Tonight, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune is back.
Yes, that's it.
With big stars from the silver screen to the dance floor.
Derek Hough. Actor Katie Lowes is here. Joey McIntyre.
Big thrills.
These stars are in it to win it.
And big fun.
Keep your shirt on. I'm out.
Ryan Seacrest and Vanna White host Celebrity Wheel of Fortune.
Tonight at 8 on ABC6.
Good morning, Columbus. It's going to be a good day, and it's going to be big. With the biggest morning news team in Central Ohio, Good Day Columbus. The biggest news, weather, and traffic in town every day. Bringing you over 5 hours of breaking news, live reports, and continuing coverage, and stories that'll make you smile. First Warning Weather gets you ready for the day ahead, and Steer Clear Team Traffic will get you to work on time. Good Day Columbus, weekday mornings on ABC6. It's going to be a good day.
Hi, this is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we're offering an amazing $12,000 off MSRP on a new Ford Bronco Badlands. This offer is only from Krieger Ford, so come see us on Morris Road or visit KriegerFord.com today. Home of the Krieger commitment. Best cars, best people, peace of mind.
The waterworks techs have heard it all. Screeching furnaces, dripping pipes, strangled garbage disposals, overflowing toilets. Did a spooky surprise catch you off guard? Who are you going to call?
No, not them. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222. We provide better care, better value, better results, and we'll take on any drain or heating and cooling nightmare to come your way. Happy Hallow Waterworks.
Morning Juice. Real football talk. Just two guys who aren't afraid to say what needs to be said. And that's how she wrote.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Now streaming mornings on YouTube and 10 TV Plus. Attack and dominate.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun. Your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers? Use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Blue skies, light winds, and warm temperatures to start your weekend, and a great night for high school football. We're in the mid to upper 70s on this Friday. Overnight, clear skies and light winds in the upper 50s for Saturday morning, and a perfect finish. Plenty of sunshine back around 80 Saturday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
#1 pizza expert and the #4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
I want to talk about my good friend, Kirk Herbstreit.
What's Herbie saying now?
Well, Herbie and I actually agree on something.
That is shocking.
Because Herbie is, what game is he calling this week?
He should be doing Alabama and Georgia.
Yes, Alabama,
right?
Georgia is what
At
he
night.
has, 7:30 on the ABC. Also at that time, you have Oregon and Penn State, 7:30 on NBC. And he is essentially, I'm not going to read all of his quotes, but he's essentially saying college football needs a commissioner. College football needs a centralized office. College football needs to figure out how to spread these games around, because you will have entire weeks of the college football season where there are no interesting matchups. And then you'll have weeks like this where you have several really interesting games, and they happen to be up against each other.
Right. You
And
got the two
college
games.
football is not maximizing viewership that way.
Yeah, and two big games like that at the same time, that does make you wonder why you got to do it that way. You could have one of those be at 7 o'clock, one be at 8, or even push one to 8:30. Do you think Penn State fans would be that upset if they went off at 8 or 8:30 to get, lit up the whole night? And, James Franklin was just making a big deal about this earlier this week, too, about wanting to have more night games. The same thing Ohio State was doing last year, and how Fox was trying to tell them that the noon game whiteout was the same as the night game whiteout.
Obviously, you want to adjust your times to accommodate people, but like we talked about, the second week of the season, there was nothing. There were no interesting matchups in college football. It was all a bunch of garbage. And we're going to have it again, where we have a week where there's nothing but garbage. But this week, we have a bunch of games that happen to overlap, and you can flip, but you just can't watch them all. Now, here's where I have the separation. And again, this is not Herbie. This is the person writing this. This is from SI.com. Jimmy Trena. I don't know him, but he's a moron. Says, clearly Herb Street's a busy guy, but if college football does institute a commissioner, he'd be perfect for the job since he understands the basics about scheduling. Shut your hole. If Kirk Herbstreit becomes the commissioner of college football, I've got nothing left. That's it for me. Okay? I'm done. I retire that day.
That's bad.
Finished.
That's bad. There'll be dogs all over the place. You'll have to give up half the tickets in the stadiums because everybody will be allowed to take their dog to the game. That'll be step one.
I can't do it.
Oh, my God. And you know what, by the way, I'm looking at this week's schedule to try to see, other than maybe staggering those night games, which would be nice, I feel like it is a pretty good slate from noon all the way through. You've got USC at Illinois for big noon kickoff. Then you got the Notre Dame at Arkansas game, which that's upset alert. That's the ABC game at 12 o'clock as well. 3:30, of course, you got us, Ohio State at Washington. You've also got one in the SEC, number 4 LSU at number 13 Ole Miss. That's a game with a lot of intrigue for folks down there. You even have Auburn going on the road to number 9 Texas A&M at that time, and Indiana at Iowa. So there's a bunch of 3:30 games right there. And then at 7 o'clock, we already discussed that one. 7:30, it's Oregon at Penn State and Bama at Georgia. Do we just start staggering all of those? Is that going to make everything better? To let you maybe watch the finish of all those games if you're trying to flip around, and maybe one game's a blowout, and then you got another game that's a one-touchdown game.
It's not just about staggering on a particular day. It's spreading them evenly throughout the college football season. Again, we have weeks of the season with no interesting matchups in them, right? You got a couple big ones week 1. Maybe they'll throw something at you week 0. Probably not. And then you're all excited. You're all excited. Oh, football was fun, and we beat Texas by 7. Blah, 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 blah. And then the next week, it's, who's everybody playing? Oh, no one. It's essentially a preseason week 2 of the season.
Are you able to snap your fingers and do that? Like with the way that a schedule has to be generated?
If there's a centralized scheduling department and a commissioner who oversees all of college football, voted on by the Power 4 conferences, whoever is going to control this. Yes, look, the Power 4 conferences just got together this week, and they had a meeting. And they said, all right, we're going to figure out what to do when it comes to expanding the playoffs. But considering our discussions are getting nowhere when we all sit around together, we're going to pick a bunch of dummies. We're going to form a committee, and then they're going to get together and also do nothing. But we're going to get a smaller group of people. And then what's going to happen in that smaller group of people, they're going to break off into other cliques, right? So now that committee is down to like factions of 2 people. And then eventually it's like the Pope. We need one person. Let's all just elect who it's going to be. Not Herbie. Let's all just elect who it's going to be. Give them the power to oversee college football.
I suppose if you're doing this like every offseason and you don't have the games made out that far ahead of time.
And there's no reason why you have
that's
to.
What you have
that's
now.
That's a lie.
With the scheduling system that you have, the Big Ten told us this a couple years ago, I think, when they reset the schedules, when the new teams came in, because they did it. And then they had the influx of Washington and Oregon, and UCLA and USC came in, so they had to do it again. But that basically, they decided who their rivals were going to be, and they generate the schedules so far out.
If you
just do it every single year,
yes,
you
if you
can
accept
do a
what
better
I'm
job.
telling you about the scheduling, you got to forget about everything you know. You got to forget about scheduling games 6 years in advance.
No, you're
That's
done
not
doing that.
going to happen.
You just do it in the off season. You do it like the NFL does, where you make a little special day out of it.
And
this is schedule release day.
UConn canceled. So let's just go get somebody. No, you wouldn't go get somebody. You'd have somebody assigned to you of the skill level that's appropriate.
The same skill level. Outside of whatever we decide on, whether that's one game that's left up to you to schedule, whatever that newfound college football looks like, which we've discussed, whether you want to go with a 10-game conference schedule or whether it's going to be a 9-game conference schedule still, but you want to play minimum of 2 Power 4 conference opponents, that gets put into your computer scheduling system or whatever, where you're going to get one big on big, one big on medium, whatever that looks like. And then maybe you do get your Ohio MAC school to come in to fill out the schedule for the 12th component, and you're able to schedule that and bring them in town.
Did you read the little nugget this week about the FCS?
Remind me.
And how there is a private equity group that essentially wants to buy the entire FCS.
And just run them.
And run it and privatize it. And it's its own entity. They have their own playoffs. They have their own media stuff. And it's run like a company because it essentially is owned by a company.
I wonder where all the money looks to be in FCS.
There's probably not a lot of it. That's the point. But it's like, what's the thing I'm looking for here? It's like a grocery store, okay?
Yeah.
We hear all the time about how grocery stores, they're not getting rich by selling one thing to you, okay? Like a car dealership. You go in, you buy an expensive car. That could be the only car they sell that day. And that's a good day for them.
Right. You think about a grocery store, you've often gone into a store and thought, what if they sold every single item in this store today?
Right.
How much money would they get? $60 million? Yeah, they're not going to do that.
Right. It's like profit by 1,000 cuts. You got to sell. It's got to be busy all day. Got to be open every single day. Got to open grocery stores all over the place. And then once you get that type of volume, then you can start to make money. Individual teams in FCS cannot make money, right? But maybe as a collective, they're all together, right? You're selling one big entity. Perhaps then you could make a little bit of money.
Maybe. And that's, again, to me, that's still a perhaps. I don't know. With how many college football teams are at the FBS level, and there's not even a lot of people watching them. Because if we're to break down the MAC, which is a good conference, a pretty solid conference.
That's right.
If you were to put all those guys down to the FCS level, they would dominate. But I don't even know as a conference if those guys are even making money. And the individual athletic departments, they need to get some of those road trips to the places like Ohio State.
What if, you're right, but what if you took the MAC and the Sun Belt and the AAC,
and
whatever the hell it is.
Put them down.
And they're all together. Yeah. No, I'm not putting them down. I'm
just saying, make one in the middle.
They are a private entity, all of them together.
That's actually something that I've hoped for, because we are kidding ourselves, and I find it a little bit unfair to go to one of those schools and to think that you're playing in the FBS and you have a chance to win a national championship when you don't.
Technically you do.
Technically you do, but that's a pipe dream. And before we even had this expansion, it was literally impossible for 60 of the schools that are at this level to win a national championship. We know that. We know where the money goes in the schools that were actually playing and fighting for this. And now you kind of fake have a chance to win a national championship, because
on paper you do.
You might sneak into the playoff, and that would be essentially your national championship. If you had a middle division in between FBS and FCS, again, I'm not certain how they would make money, but it would give them a place to compete and actually play for something real.
Logan Paul is in a legal battle involving Michael Jordan. Details in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is slowing down due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of northbound 71 on the south side at Green Lawn Avenue. We also have a crash at the intersection of East Livingston Avenue and South Roosevelt Avenue, causing some delay there. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus. It's fall or autumn, as the losers like to say. What does that mean in the car world? That means places like Jermaine Lexus want to clear out all of their 2025 inventory to make room for the 2026 models. And for you, the customer, that means big savings. Take advantage of their lack of space with aggressive pricing. They also have plenty of L-certified vehicles on the lot for the fall collection sales event. If you're in the market, please stop in and see my friends. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
With business banking, Tel Ohio Credit Union takes it personally. It's why they are the #1 SBA lender among Ohio credit unions. You are a member, not a number. That's the Tel Ohio difference. Visit telhio.org/business.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel Ohio is open to all in central and southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your home, your comfort, your family. That's everything. Big companies shout, big ads scream. But trust is quiet. It's a tech who fixes instead of sells. A family business here since '66. Northland Heating and Cooling, your local Lennox Premier dealer. Honest comfort, real people, real peace of mind. Northland Heating and Cooling.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease 2 Elantras for $222. That's right, lease 2 new 2025 Elantra SEs for just $222 a month for a 2-year lease. Both your new Elantras come with owner assurance and America's Best Warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. In Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.99 down per unit plus taxes fees. First month payment, 10K miles per year, ends 9/30.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
We got a lot of pizzazz in the near future here. 5 o'clock, it's Pick Your Parlay time at 5:30. We're back to football this week. We did one last week with a bye week anyway, but it's the final walkthrough. I'll have that for you. I did a little football yesterday. So my off day, I took an invite to go out and watch a little Buckeye basketball practice. That was thing one. And I listened.
Must be nice.
It was nice. I wouldn't normally get an opportunity to do that if it was a work day because their practice schedule is right during our show. Some of the assistants.
Who invited you?
Coach Diebler.
That's
my name. That's my name dropping with Jeff Rimmer for a segment.
Did Coach Diebler accidentally think he was calling Bo Bishop and it was you?
I think. I'm sure knowing Bo, he's also in tight with Diebler, but Bo was a big Holtman guy, too.
I know he was.
He had court-side seats, like feet touching the court.
Diebler was on that staff. It's not like he came out of nowhere.
No, of course. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure Bo is in tight with Jake, too.
Bo's in tight with everybody.
Jake's a fan of yours as well. I know that. Like, he wanted to, like, get the show to go over there. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that can be a thing, but
Jake,
we'd like to have you come to the studio.
You come in here.
Hour.
We'll give you a whole hour.
Yeah.
All right? And most of it will be nonsense. Bring your friend Bjorky, too, and we'll give you an exceeds expectations.
I told Jake about the hour. I told Gary Pettit, who's the SID over there, too, about that and what we would talk about and how much fun we'd have. But the quick observations I liked was their true freshman, Amari Bynum. He looks like he's going to be a beast. Tilly, the transfer big guy, his passing, the way that he can pass from the top of the key, from the post, he just has a knack for it. Brandon Knoll, the Wright State guy, just a tough player, good size, likes to hit the glass, has a soft touch inside and a good shot outside. And Gabe Cupps, the Indiana transfer, he's not big, but he just has a sound game to him. Looks like he's healthy and just was knocking down shots left and right. Bruce and John Mobley, Devin Royal, they all look good too.
You know, I wasn't at practice like you because I'm not fancy, but one of the things I do like about Buckeye basketball practice, and I think it's a very big key for the season, is that Aaron Bradshaw's not there.
He's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I
Sean
like.
Stewart's gone, and Aaron Bradshaw, the biggest bum we've ever seen around
Well,
there.
I don't know about that.
We've
seen some bums,
Oh,
dude.
he went past Amir status. I tell you that. And Mark Loving. But I went and did the kids' football game after that, middle school game. That was fun. Jack's team won again. And the other team, they kept having such a problem. They could not punt the ball. The other team had 3 blocked or muffed punts. I mean, at trying to punt the ball. After the game, it was so bad, they fired Ike Hilliard.
That's good.
You like
that? Is good. I like it.
You like that? Okay.
You set me up for there. Usually I could see him coming. I didn't know.
No, you didn't know. It was so bad.
I kill you.
They had to get rid of Ike. I like Ike. You want some jails?
I love jails.
Let's do some jails. Oh, looky here. My big smelly shit.
Jack and Dick.
Ike Hilliard should go to jail for forcing Timmy to spend an entire segment talking about some football coach that literally no one has ever heard of. Who's not heard of Ike Hilliard?
Oh, he's a legend.
Come on. New York Giant played with Amani Toomer? What?
Yeah, it's not a Tuma.
It's not a Tuma. He said, you know what? On second thought, it's Timmy who should go to jail for thinking Ike Hilliard talk was segment worthy. Go to jail,
That's
Timmy.
true. I'd go to jail for 1 year. 1 year, Timmy.
But he says also, can we get a weekly What's Up with Ike segment? What's his favorite movie? Ice cream, cheese. What did he do today? You know, the important stuff.
Ike Hilliard. Did you have a good day today or a bad day today?
I had a bad day today.
I got fired today.
Fired by the Falcons.
The Falcons threw me under the bus today.
I'm to blame for the entire offense.
Michael Penix bad, but they fired me.
I didn't do anything. I just tried to make Drake London a better player. They fired me. All right, let's go. My guys.
My goodness. To reach around the guy, to use his hands.
I guess we got football in the mind here. Kids football, too. What's the sentence for the parent that volunteered to help me with the offense with my kids' 3rd and 4th grade flag football team, then calls a pass play up 5 points with 90 seconds left in the game, only to have it intercepted? I've got parents asking me to fire your ass now. I don't know.
What level is this?
3rd and 4th grade. Come on,
First
man.
of all-
Luke, I'm destined to throw you in jail for caring
why
this
are you
much
hiring
about
an
it.
offensive consultant?
Right. We need an analyst.
And
is Jed Fish gonna
call your own plays?
the
Then
guy?
take the play. Make an announcement to all the parents. Right, like what's his name in Tennessee? Who coaches Tennessee?
Oh,
Liam Gallagher. Something I don't know.
Liam's Neeson's.
He's like, I'm giving up the play calling duty. Like, good, you suck.
I know that's the bare minimum of what you got to do. Take away. Who was the one analyst? It wasn't Jed Fish. He's the Washington coach. Todd Fitch. Does that sound right?
I don't.
We've been doing this now. This was something that Nick Saban started.
I got it. Ike Hilliard.
We can bring him in. Come on.
Ike Hilliard can coach some 3rd graders. Coach him up. He was in the league.
You know what was funny too is I saw Lachey yesterday too, and
big day, man.
It was a big off day.
Basketball practice, hanging out with Jim Lachey. Want to throw some other names out there, Rimmer?
I am sounding like Jeff
My
Rimmer.
God.
It's like a name-dropping segment. But Jim didn't even seem to remember Ike Hilliard. I'm like, Jim, you had to have played against this guy.
Jim.
He was with the Jim what?
Jim got a lot of concussions. I mean,
he's an offensive lineman.
I'm just saying, what are we doing?
He doesn't sound it that way, though. He sounds sharp and with it.
You don't remember Ike Hilliard? That's
like
one of his contemporaries.
Vaguely remembered Ike Hilliard. I was like, you had to played against him a ton. All right, let's go. Guys.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Kirk Herbstreit of ESPN.
You're a guy. Husband of the shoeless, foot-flying, phone-farting wife that you've helped me with in the past. Need a ruling from you on something I've done in my past. Recently, we went on a couples trip with our good, clean, married couple friends to L.A.
Sounds swingery.
We all shared a rental car, and I was the driver for the trip since I know L.A. Ooh, Machu Picchu. After going out to dinner upon arrival, we had my wife's best friend laughing uncontrollably while leaving dinner in the car, much like I did with the Ike Hilliard joke.
Where'd you go for dinner? The nitrous tank?
Maybe. Laughter had completely taken her over to the point where a number 1 was released in the pants and into the rental car.
What are we doing?
Upon learning this, I assigned her a permanent seat in the car, which I called her domain. What, you made her sit in the pee? Please let me know if I need to serve a sentence for this.
No,
or if
you
it's
didn't serve
her.
a sentence. You got a grown person.
Yeah, she can't
urinating
laugh.
on herself.
She can't laugh?
If there's remnants on the seat, you got to armor all the hell out of that thing, and then she's got to sit in that seat.
I bet you it's a cloth seat, too. That's really just going to soak it in.
All right,
That stench will
Logan
be
Paul.
there.
Hey, Teddy, is Logan Paul the wrestling guy?
Logan's the wrestler. Jake's
Yeah.
the bad boxer
Okay.
that makes
All right.
$80 million about to do a fake fight.
So Logan Paul bought a piece of the United Center court that's been autographed by Michael Jordan at auction.
As you
for
do.
$562,000.
Okay.
Heritage Auctions, they've done a million of these auctions. Not like he bought it on eBay. Heritage marketed the floor as the ultimate Michael Jordan display piece. The listing said it was an 8x8 foot section of the 1994 to 1998 United Center original game used court.
It's a big section of court.
It is signed by Jordan and includes the inscriptions Air Jordan, 5-time MVP, 6-time Finals MVP, 10-time scoring title, and Hall of Fame 2009. Now, Logan Paul says that once he got the thing, it does not match the court from 95 to 98 as a result of the court either being replaced or, as Heritage claims, repainted and resurfaced. Now, Heritage says, look, we stand by this. It has 19 million certificates of authenticity. This is the court. Logan Paul is saying, no, it looks different than the pictures. Now, this court was used from 94 to 98 when the Bulls were banging for the second of the three-peat. However, it was also used up to 2006. So there's going to be maintenance and repainting and stuff that happens.
So maybe they put some pictures of the court in the old. Well, I would assume they had pictures of the court with the Jordan signature on it.
Yes.
So it had to. So how could it be different?
He's saying it doesn't match the game footage.
Well, okay, well, duh, because if it was used until 2006,
I know,
you
but
say,
Logan Paul is saying, no, that's bait and switch. I thought it was going to be the same thing that I'm looking at here on the TV.
They switched the samples.
That's exactly right. They switched the samples.
They switched the samples.
This guy sounds like an idiot.
Anyway,
they're paying $500,000 for this, and what do you say, 19 million certificates of authenticity? There are certificates of authenticity.
The Heritage listing also noted a certificate of authenticity from Upper Deck Authentication, with whom Jordan has had a long-time exclusive partnership, and third-party from PSA, DNA, and Beckett.
PSA is the card graders, Beckett as well.
So all the people have looked at this and said, this is the thing.
This is fine. Logan is being...
He's being a brat.
He's being a little biz, is what he's being.
He's being a brat.
Yes. Shut up. Take your court.
Take your $500,000.
Take your court and put it wherever you want to. Bend over and I'll show you.
Mm-hmm. Netflix is officially in the baseball business. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 10-minute slowdown on southbound 71 on the north side between Big Walnut Road and 270. And you're looking at a 5-minute delay if you're on southbound 315 from Lane Avenue to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Custom Air. You're not just a homeowner. You're also a heating system that comes with a blanket owner. You need heating built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit CustomAirCo.com for your estimate today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Monogram Homes. Don't settle for standard. Go custom. Go Monogram. Visit monogramhomes.net today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Get the MVP, more value price from Coghlan Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% financing on a new 25 Kia Sorento or 3.49% on a new 25 Telluride. Visit CoghlanKia.com.
Coghlan has the car for you.
Based on January to December 2024 retail sales, 0% for 48 months and 3.49% for 60 months equals $20.83 and $18.19 per 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Not all will qualify. All qualified manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
Our double hung is as good as it gets. There's something really simple. It's called an interlock. We interlock our windows. The interlock is the absolute best way to alleviate air infiltration. With the interlock, it's harder to break into. When you interlock the sashes, it makes a better window. It's just a darn good window, and we're very proud of it.
Call Rizzotti today at 777-4806.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Hey, it's Timmy Hall. Looky here, guys. The Grove City Smoking Hot Wing and Music Fest is back for year 3, Saturday, October 4th at American Nitro. I'm excited. We're talking cold beer, killer wings, live music all day, football on the big screen. It all supports Ghosts of War, helping veterans in need. So veterans and military, you're in free, baby. Get your tickets at americannitro.com/wingfest. Brought to you by The Fan, Columbus Chamber, Martin Painting, T-Mobile, and Greenscapes. Wingfest, flavor, fun, and football. What more do you need?
Attack and dominate. Morning Juice is on YouTube and 10 TV Plus.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Join Bobby Carpenter and Tito weekdays starting at 6 or watch on demand. More Bobby, less commercials. The Fan.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, red, green, or black seedless grapes are on sale for only $1.77 a pound with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
It's Friday and there's football. I shall call it Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for all things football. The Fan.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spirinak's golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, this show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. We got Pick Your Parlay coming up at 5 o'clock. A lot of pizzazz. Final walkthrough at 5:30, which is my favorite segment of the week because I get to sit back and do nothing. It's also Go to Jail Friday. Please tweet us at Man and Timmy 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Maybe you're a new listener and you're saying, well, you don't have any power to send people to jail. Oh, yes, we do. We're going to go home later, get our Ouija board out and push pins for our voodoo dolls. Dolls.
Dolls.
We will make sure there's hell to pay. Go ahead, Timmy.
I wanted to check the Ryder Cup quick, by the way. It's 3-2. Bad guys are in the lead. And what the hell, man? Scotty Scheffler and JJ Spawn.
Scotty's been garbage all day.
JJ, I need you to respawn. It's Rahm and Sepp Blatter Straka. They're 3 up through 14. They're about to close out Scotty and JJ. Ben Griffin, Golf Cop, and Bryson DeChambeau, they're 1 up on Fleetwood and Rose. You had the Fleetwood Mac duo is together again.
This morning,
and they're awesome together. Why the hell they're broken up and it's not the same, I do not know. Cam Young, Justin Thomas, they destroyed Oberg and Rasmus Højgaard, so good for them. They got that point. And Burns and Cantlay are down 1 through 12. They need to get another couple of points. But I did a lot of burner phones. Let's go to the Twitter and X now for some jailbirds. Sound good? Quick one here. Michigan fans, they constantly bring up 4-0 and 13-10. Does that bother you at all? It doesn't bother me. For Michigan fans, you're going to bring the recent record up. You're going to bring up last year's score. It's not like planting the flag in the middle of the opponent's stadium. Let's stop them from winning.
To bring up too, right? You can say, "Oh yeah, how you doing with the Connor Stallions, Cheaty? Dusting off my trophy from last year." And they can say, "Well, I'm dusting mine off from the year before." Look, that's just the way it goes.
That's the way it goes. That's the rivalry.
Then you take a shiv and stab them to death, or you just think about that.
Here's one from Meta. It says, "My GTJ is bone."
I have to eat so I can take my back pill.
I'm sorry. I thought you were.
It was technicality. They didn't give us a my anything. This is my
you started
GTJ.
with my.
Yeah, that's true.
I was half listening to you.
It's a little like
I'll go to
mixed
jail,
bag. So Meta saying bone in the bonus content on the podcast this week. Is he talking about their podcast or ours?
No,
was
I
he
think
on?
we still put some bone stuff in the bonus content of the podcast, right?
For some classical stuff. That's fine. Like. We do that, right?
Yeah. It's added on to the end of the podcast.
So he says he was yapping to man about how Celsius is better than Fahrenheit. He's wrong. All caps. Every point man made is 100% correct. Sorry, Bone. Have fun in jail, turning big rocks into little rocks. Hashtag GTJ.
You know, there are some things that we do here in America that make no sense. There are other things that the rest of the world does that make no sense. And Celsius is one of those things. Why do you want a unit of measurement that is not exact? I want to know a 1 degree difference. Okay? I don't want each degree to mean 2.5 degrees or 3 degrees. That's stupid.
That is dumb.
I want to get as exact as I possibly can. Do I want it 77 or 76? Because you know what? It makes a difference.
And look, I understand some of the claims about the metric system when you're dealing in points of like powers of 10 or powers of 1,000. I understand how that would make the math a little bit easier, but we're too far gone.
That's right.
That's all said and done.
This is our society.
We're yards. We're miles per hour.
Let us live.
But the temperatures, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm absolutely with you on that. Like, they might go a little higher. The numbers are a little higher, but
you're getting a more exact reading.
Let's be exact with it. Paulie says, my whoopsie daisies.
Let me look at your sausage.
Thank you, Bone.
As usual, my wife needs to GTJ. She insists on putting kitchen cleaning supplies sideways in a drawer above our pots and pans. She still isn't housebroken. Shit. Thank you, everybody. You guys are great. So that's dumb.
Probation. It's dumb. Probation. Unless she doesn't fix the problem, then a year in jail.
Nuckeye Butt says, my go to jail. Just do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
My go to jail is the company making the souvenir cups in the shoe this year. They're made of some kind of cheap material, and they don't keep like they should. Bad enough, I got to fight with the wife to keep them, but now I have to defend what looks like mid-Thanos snap Kenyatta Jackson. What does that mean? I don't know.
Mid-Thanos. Thanos is some sort of...
So the Thanos snap is when you disintegrate. You're talking about like Kenyatta Jackson half disappearing?
Maybe
I see what you're
logo,
saying.
The image on the cup.
I get it now.
You see?
Kenyatta Jackson's disappearing on his cup when it goes in the wash.
I would have went Marty McFly picture disappearing.
Right. That's a good reference, too.
Yeah.
Looks like Marty McFly Back to the Future photo.
Netflix will feature Major League Baseball's opening day game between New York Yankees and San Francisco Giants next year. as part of the new 3-year agreement between Major League Baseball and Netflix. The Yankees' March 25th opener at San Francisco will be Netflix's first exclusive stream and will begin the 2026 season.
Just a matter of time.
This primetime matchup is the only game that day, with the rest of the clubs opening the next day.
It's just a matter of time before Netflix gets more and more and more, and their prices are going to go up and up and up.
Well, next year's the first year they're going to do this. They're going to have the Home Run Derby on Netflix. They're going to have the special location game, which I think they're going back to the Field of Dreams in Iowa this next year. I think.
Baseball, Ray.
Anyway, look, you knew this was coming. We knew they signed a deal with Netflix. I'm not a big fan of the staggered opening day. I don't like the fact that you got one game opening on Wednesday night. Everybody else waits until Thursday. I've said for years that Major League Baseball, every single team should open up the same day. None of this staggered crap. So you got 2 teams that open up on Wednesday. You got most of the other teams opening up on Thursday, and then a handful of teams will not open up till Friday.
Yeah, you want to see them stagger
all on the same
first
day.
Pitch times
Yes.
on the same day.
And I believe the Cincinnati Reds, because they treat opening day. You name me another town, and I'm including baseball crazy towns like Chicago, New York, Boston, L.A. You name me another town that shuts the schools down and has a parade.
Well, there aren't any, right?
The Cincinnati Reds.
That's it.
They should be the first pitch of every single season. Put their game on at 11 a.m. and give an exclusive window, at least for an hour, before other games start to go.
How many people in those diehard baseball towns do you think are aware of that fact?
That the Reds are the oldest team?
No.
They have a
not
parade
just
in
that
Cincinnati?
they have both a parade and have school closed.
Not a lot.
I would think that's like only the biggest baseball fans around would know something like that.
Pick your nose and pick your parlay. Coming up next, Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right lane on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt approaching I-70. It is causing stop-and-go traffic from Roberts Road, and we've got a couple minutes slowdown on westbound 670 between 71 and I-70. This report is sponsored by Ohio 811. Call before you dig. Contact Ohio 811 at least 48 hours before you dig. It's easy to do, and it's the law. Centerpoint Energy, Columbia Gas, Duke Energy, and Enbridge Gas want you to dig safely. Contact Ohio 811 every time you dig. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Behind the O. Buckeye fans, Behind the O is now in the App Store. Free for fans, NIL for athletes. Download the Behind the O app today.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-5899-9966.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
You're listening to the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report, featuring the latest player injury updates from a fellowship-trained Mount Carmel sports medicine specialist physician, so you know who's in and who's out for this week's games.
Our doctor, as usual, is Dr. Brian Galone. Doc, let's talk injuries. CeeDee Lamb, Cowboys wide receiver, he is iffy with a high ankle sprain. He's going to be out at least a few weeks. High ankle sprain compared to a regular ankle sprain. Explain why that one is a little worse to deal with.
Yeah, T-Bone. Regular ankle sprain, you roll your foot inward and you injure those ligaments on the outside of your ankle. high ankle sprain, typically your foot gets bent backwards, and you've actually got two bones side by side going down your shin, a really big, tough tibia, and then this thin little fibula bone. And there's a membrane in between them that kind of hold them together. And when you bend that foot back, it splits those. So it either strains them, and depending on how bad it is, or actually kind of tears it a little bit in there. Those take much longer to heal than your typical ankle sprain.
And then with Najee Harris, Chargers running back, he's got a torn Achilles. He is out for the season. One thing that I've seen, and this is not just in the NFL, but in the NBA, this was prevalent, where it seemed like there were a lot of guys who had some kind of a calf issue, a calf strain, tried to play through it, and then would end up with that torn Achilles. Why does it seem like sometimes one of those appears to happen around the same time as the more severe injury?
So the calf muscle comes down, it forms a tendon and hooks to your heel, and that's what allows you to push off. That tendon at the bottom of your calf muscle, that's the Achilles tendon. I don't know if there's been written up any studies that shows an association, but it makes a lot of sense. Or even what they think is a calf strain is actually that Achilles tendon been strained, and they try to play through it, and then boom, they pop that tendon. That's an end of the season type thing. You have to have that surgically repaired.
Good stuff as always, Doc. We appreciate it. We'll talk again next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report with T-Bone. Mount Carmel, because of you.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. It's time to ditch the traffic jams and the rat race and take in that crisp morning air, the crackle of a warm campfire. With RCD RV's Fall Into Adventure Sale, you can. September 15th through the 30th, you can cozy up to incredible deals. Sale pricing on all remaining new 2025 models. And RCD has travel trailers starting under $12,995, as well as pre-owned motorhomes priced under $39,995. Visit one of our 3 locations, Delaware, Heath, Pataskala. Shop online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Get the MVP. More value price from Coughlin Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Trailblazer, only $198 a month. New 26 Chevy Equinox, $239 a month. Or a new 26 Silverado, just $399 a month. Visit CoughlinChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
36-month lease with $39.99 due at signing, plus tax, title, and license. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter. He'll be there quick.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is your friend with the truck.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
All our people are in uniforms.
And our trucks are clean and shiny.
And big.
We leave spaces empty and clean.
For you.
1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Nate Puderball with your sports update. It's the opening round of the Ryder Cup out at Bethpage. Europe currently leads the United States 3-2 as they continue 4-ball play. Justin Thomas and Cameron Young just picked up the U.S.'s second point of the day. Europe leads in 2 of the final 3 pairings. The Guardians begin their final series with the Texas Rangers this evening in Cleveland at 7:10. Slade Ciccone will be on the mound for the Guardians. Their magic number to clinch a playoff spot is 2. The Reds remain 1 game back in the NL wildcard chase as they head to Milwaukee to take on the Brewers. First pitch come your way tonight at 8:10. Catch the action on the Fan 2. And Columbus Crew SC return to action tomorrow night looking to clinch an MLS playoff spot against the Chicago Fire. They secure a playoff berth with a win or a New York Red Bulls loss. This update brought to us by BMI Federal Credit Union. What a best credit union for the past 7 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan.
A show you can feel deep down in your plums.
No, that is a bad place to touch. No, 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 no.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Timmy.
Mikey.
Bad news for your Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels.
I want to talk about it.
Is out again this week with the ouchie knee against the Falcons. Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, also out.
You know what I thought about, too? Is the Falcons don't have Ike Hilliard there to F everything up.
He'll still find a way to do it.
Could they have kept him 1 more week so he could screw up another game plan?
You know what this show is missing? Common sense. All that.
Pizzazz.
Good broadcasting. It's missing some, how you say it? Pizzazz. Pick your parlay.
Common Man and Timmy present Pick Your Parlay.
Here we go. Let's start things off with some redemption. Illinois went to Indiana last week and embarrassed themselves. They dropped hard in the polls. No one's given them a chance at making the playoffs. All hope is lost, or is it? USC makes the trip to Champaign tomorrow, and they're 6.5-point road favorites. The Illini are going to come out fired up, blood and guts, and they're leaving it all out there. And I just don't think this USC defense is very good. They gave up 31 to Sparty last week, and they're kind of an undisciplined mess. 11 penalties last week against Michigan State, 9 the week before against Purdue. You're playing with fire against a good team, and yes, even after last week, I still think Illinois is a good team. Take the Illini in the money line. They win straight up. Now, the other side of that, Indiana heads to Iowa. What a story that'll make. That's what we call letdown, Coach. The Hoosiers are going to come down off the high of last week and come down hard. The Hawkeyes went to Shea Stadium, beat Rutgers last week, and we've actually seen signs of life from their offense this season. Hoosiers are 7.5-point road favorites. I'm not confident Iowa wins the game, but I think they cover that spread. One more college, Oregon at Penn State. This is the year for James Franklin. He's got it all. Starter retention, an experienced quarterback, one of the best defenses in college football, and a night game for all the jabronis to wave their white towels. But you know what he doesn't have? Balls! He's 4-20 against top 10 teams, and I think this Oregon team could be better than last year's squad. No one is really talking about their quarterback, Dante Moore. First-year starter, much like Julian Sands, surprisingly accurate, and he can move around and cause problems. Oregon wins. Rapid-fire NFL. Bucks upset the Eagles. More Baker magic, even with his ouchie shoulder. Lions are 9.5-point favorites against the Browns. That's not big enough. Everyone thinks Michael Penix sucks, because last week he did. But the Penix will rise again as the Falcons take care of the ouchie Commanders, and the Rams will hand the Colts their first loss of the season. Throw all of that into ESPN Bet. $10 wins you a cool $2,200.
Well done. That might have been you spiking on the pizzazz meter for all the ones that we've done. I mean, you had shit, you had Field of Dreams, you had all of it. We don't mind if you look around. It's only $20 per person. By the way, you can get into the Dolphins game for $24.
I believe
this week. A Dolphins game at Hard Rock Stadium. All right, you ready here? College football, baby. And I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm going down south, the deep south, between the hedges, where you might find a drunk AI Nicole just passed out. I'm talking serious fire, y'all. Number 17, Alabama, at number 5, Georgia. And I think one thing we know for sure is whatever happens in this game, it's going to be a great thing for the SEC. Even if Bama loses again, it's okay. It'll be look how great and how deep this league is. Bama and Georgia, always going to be a big game. It was a thriller last year. Bama almost blew a 30-7 lead at home. Now there's actually some holes to poke in both these teams. Georgia's offense has been hit and miss. Bama has gotten it going offensively, but we know Luke Fickell ain't really been all that at Wisconsin. So much they're chanting to fire him at halftime of their home games. But Bama hadn't run the football so well. 87th in the nation in rushing success rate. Georgia's run defense is strong. They haven't fared as well in sack rate. My sack is sweaty right now, or yards per drop back. But Bama's bread and butter. Okay, with all that being said, this is a hillbilly fest that's going to come down to the home Georgia crowd. They get it done, take them to win and cover the 3.5 and the under 54.5 points in this one. The Dogs will be celebrating from Athens to Atlanta. Peace out, A-Town. What? Next, we have the NFL. I'm taking a quick peek at 3-0 LA, the Chargers, going all the way to the Meadowlands to take on the Giants at 0-3. They've already discarded Russell Wilson. Everyone's going in on Russ and the Hall of Fame subject, Tony G, taking shots. Richard Sherman basically calls him a bum. Well, Russ is a bum right now, but leave the guy alone. Poor Mr. Unlimited. Take moneyline Chargers, and let's go under 43.5. Chargers have a pretty good defense. They kept Bo Nix in check to 153 passing yards last week. Also, Quentin Johnston, he's going to score a touchdown, anytime touchdown. He might even catch a ball in his helmet. That would be neat, too. He's actually 6th in the NFL in receiving, and Mr. Accessory Jackson Dart, he's going to throw not one, but 2 picks, because we're getting really bold here. He's going to have that glob of eye black seeping into his eyeball, and he'll throw a couple right into Derwin James' chest. And we finish golfy. I thought it was fitting that Donald Trump showed up right after the Americans, who are favored to win here, as they've won the last 2 events held on American soil by a staggering 18 combined points. Then they go out there and get blasted 3-1 in the morning and kill the mood. That's what they call the choke time, Coach. These are some stats that will confound you, but I'm telling you, Europe, their time to win over here. It's the first time since Medina in 2012. If they get the job done, it's the first time ever that they've won the first 3 foursome matches here stateside. I don't know why I said stateside. That's pretentious. And it's the third time in 27 events overall that Europe has won at least 3 points in the first session. So you would pick Europe to win, right? No!
You're sticking with the Americans?
No, you're going to die.
At you.
You're going to die with the Americans. Born on the 4th of July. Whatever. Independence Day. We will not go quietly into the night. We will fight. It's New York. It's America. Bet USA to win. $20 and all that. $2,600, baby. Ooh, you gotta let it ride. You gotta let it ride.
$20. That's a little rich for me.
Oh, that's a little rich for your blood.
I like my 10 spot.
We go a little 20
Winning
spot.
$2,200. All right, Teddy.
All right. Of course, mine is nice and simple. We're just going baseball tonight. And of course, we need my Reds to win. We need the Guardians to win. And we need the Tigers to lose and the Mets to lose. So I'm taking all the winners there. Guardians, Marlins, Red Sox, Reds. That's going to give you plus 1450. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm going to throw, what should we throw on there? Like $20, Timmy, right? That'll get you over $300.
Mr. Moneybags.
Why not? I just throw money around.
I like how that's the extent of your pizzazz. It's a Larry David.
Pretty good. Milk and coffee. Oh, wow. Milk and coffee. Thanks, Teddy.
Roger Goodell says there are several international markets that could support an NFL franchise.
Are we doing this?
Yeah, we are.
Are we doing that?
It's going to happen. We got Steelers and Vikings in Ireland this weekend. And by the way,
We've been talking about it for 20 years to have a team out there.
I am fully on board with weekly international games. It actually brings me much joy.
I don't dispute that. I'm just
we
talking
have a game
about
to watch at 9:30.
I love that too. And we're going into it this week, and then we're going to have the Browns be a part of it next week.
The Vikings are staying there, playing back-to-back games. They're staying in Europe.
So Browns and Vikings the week after. I'm with you. Have the game there. I've just always thought this could be a little tricky and a little tough to do, to have one or two teams.
You're not going to have one or two. You're going to have an entire division.
Man.
You're going to go up.
What's that expansion look like, or what's the reshuffling look like in your mind?
I think they redo a lot of stuff, but I think it's all expansion teams that go over there. And I think the expansion fees for each team will be just a ridiculous amount of money.
$10 billion?
At least $10 billion.
Whatever the value of the Cowboys is at the time.
So you're talking about putting a whole new division in. You present this to the owners, right? Because the owners are going to split all this money. It's all going to be split up. And you sit down and say, hey, how would you guys pretty much overnight like to make $50 billion? They're going to say, well, sounds good to me.
Sure.
Oh, and we have more television games to sell, right? So we make even more money on that.
You got to split it still. You're still going to split it with the 5 new teams. But yeah.
Okay.
Still lots of money. So you're going to have London in your mind. You'll have London.
You'll probably have 2
Paris,
teams in London.
2 in London?
No, probably not Paris initially.
No Paris?
They'll do 1 in Germany. They'll do 2 in London. And
I think
they're doing this in Ireland. Maybe they go
Dublin?
to Ireland.
They go Dublin? Think that's a big enough market to support it?
Ooh, Dublin.
Edinburgh, Scotland? I don't know.
Well, we have to ask Aaron Rodgers. He is a historian.
Yes, he will know the answers.
We know that. All right, coming up, one NFL team accused of stealing signs. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a bit of a delay due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of northbound 71 on the south side at Greenlawn Avenue. We also have a crash that's at the intersection of West Broad Street and Galloway Road, causing some holdup there. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They'd let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
And traffic is sponsored by Behind the O. Buckeye fans, Behind the O is now in the App Store. Free for fans, NIL for athletes. Download the Behind the O app today.
Parents, are your teens good with money?
No.
Switch to Huntington Bank and let's teach them. They get their own card, which they can add to their digital wallet, and you can monitor and set spending limits. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here. After retiring from professional football, I never expected that me, Bobby, I'd have low testosterone. So I went to my friends over at Affinity. I got my labs done, and now I've been on a testosterone replacement plan with Affinity for 8+ years. Best of all, they've supplemented it with peptides and lots of other great products. Learn why me and thousands of men trust the experts at Affinity to feel their best. Get more energy, better workouts, feel like yourself again. And do not waste another day. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com today.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. And if you're gearing up for the big game, don't forget the MVP of desserts, Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. This legendary treat just made its way to Ohio. Finally! We're talking rich devil's food cake, buttery cream bumps, and a fudge icing that is just unfair. They'd throw a flag on it if it was actually on the field. Bring one to your next tailgate, watch party, or even a team celebration, and you'll be the real hero. Available now at Kroger and Meijer, Sanders Bumpy Cake. It's game day greatness.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
Austin and Berm are back with a new daily podcast, the ultimate OSU football insiders. You know, it's refreshing to have some smart people working here from time to time.
The Beat with Austin and Berm on the 10 TV Plus app.
Subscribe today.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Do you want to sell your property, however, you need a little help getting through the process? Let's say you have years of belongings in the home. It needs a lot of updating, you're overwhelmed, you might not be big on technology, and you may need help finding a place to go. I will help you. Maybe you've gone through a divorce or a bad breakup or a relative moved out. It's been hard, and you just want to take what you want and leave the rest behind. I will help you. Retiring and want to sell your commercial properties or land. I will help you. Sellers, whether you're selling as is or selling for top dollar, you're no longer alone. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or call me now for an all-cash offer and, more importantly, the help you need at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
With Amazon Business, smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunshine, light winds, and a perfect finish to the day. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s on this Friday. Overnight, down to the upper 50s, light winds and clear skies. Plenty of sunshine Saturday, buck around 80 degrees by Saturday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Panama Ted is being forced to produce this show against his will. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
You know, we have such a weird relationship with legendary Columbus news personality, Angela Pace.
Yeah.
Angela Pace.
It's a good relationship, though. I don't know. I mean, it's a little weird, but weird in a good way.
It's very weird. She stopped in today to say hello, and I was so happy to see her. I gave her a big hug, and the first thing she says to me is, "Common Man, how's your sack?" It's all right, Angela.
Well, I mean, we do discuss these things.
I understand, but I like how that's sort of become just our normal, everyday greeting.
But she said that she got into a recent conversation about this, and she discussed it at length. And she tended to agree with us. And when we were done kind of catching up and having the conversation, it was like, I really do feel bad for you guys. That must suck. That must be awful to have those things down there.
It is proof that if God is real, God is a woman. Because a male God would never design the testes that we have. They're annoying. They pinch me. I have to adjust them right now. Speaking of a big, giant testicle sack, I just saw Adam King on 10 TV. He's out in Seattle, right? He's at the fish market there.
Pike's Market.
Doing a live shot. And I want to give him some credit because there are some people that wouldn't go the extra mile to get the good shot. And Adam King went the extra mile, live on his stand-up, puts his microphone down, and has a huge fish thrown at him.
Yeah.
And he catches it with his suit on. He's got fish juice all over his suit.
Fish juice
right, I know,
over it.
I know it's driving him crazy, but you know what? It was a good shot. He did what he had to do. That, my friend, is a professional broadcaster. He probably only has one suit that he took with him.
Maybe.
Now he's got to find a cleaner in Seattle to get the fish smell out.
Or you just go out there in Seattle and grab yourself another suit or at least another jacket to pair with a different colored pair of pants. I mean, what do you think he's rocking there? Chaps, Ralph Lauren? You can pop into Kohl's and just get something off the rack that's a 40 medium.
I don't think they got a lot of Kohl's there in downtown Seattle within walking distance.
They do. Yeah, they got what's the brand that they have in Target? Goodfellow? Is that their brand? That'd be tough to get a Goodfellow jacket that's good enough for 10 TV standards.
All right, it's Go to Jail Friday. What do you got, Timmy?
I got us in jail here. Someone from the burner phone texted in and says, Jim Lachey retired from the NFL in 95, you idiots. Below is Ike Hilliard's career time frame. Go to jail 6 months. Well, we do the sentencing. Yeah, Ike didn't start until 97, and Jim Lachey retired in 95, so that's our bad. So maybe Jim shouldn't remember Ike Hilliard. So,
I mean, but I wasn't playing in the league, and I remember Ike Hilliard.
True.
Jim came out, and he watched football then, I assume.
Yeah, you should still know. And it's not like Jim didn't know Ike Hilliard. I kind of did assume that they played against each other, so I'll put myself in jail.
All right, we'll go to
for
jail.
That assumption.
You and I in jail for 6 months. I agree with the sentence.
The same guy on the text had another one, though, and said, guys, I work for a major Ohio-based corporation, so lots of talent gets hired from various parts of the world. I was at our corporate offices, a Fortune 50 company, and there was this sign in the stall that says, please do not stand on the toilets. I can show this one to you. This was like an image of this was a picture of it.
Well, because they're squatting.
Because people squat.
They're standing on the toilet seat and they're squatting down. Well, people all over the world, they have different customs.
Exactly. We went over this a little bit when we talked about the people just crapping all over the plane.
On the floor.
But that's not the same because there's a lot of countries that just have a very nice looking bathroom, but instead of a toilet, there's just a hole in the floor. But it could be beautiful tile, and there could be a sink over in the corner.
Just a hole in the floor. They squat over the hole.
Yeah, instead of the toilet that's maybe 2-3 feet high, whether you got the nice like counter height.
Well, I've heard
or chair height toilet or not.
Squatting is actually healthier for you. It's better for you.
Better for your body?
It gets everything out, and then you don't sit there. You get what you need out. You're not on your phone because there's no place to sit. You're just squatting. That's my problem sometimes, is I'll go in there, I'm on my pad, 20 minutes later, I'm still sitting there.
Right.
Even though I'm not crapping, I'm still sitting there. It's bad for you.
Yeah, it's not.
It's bad for your pelvic floor.
The pelvic floor. What about the pubic mound? Is it bad for that
Pubic
too?
mound, pelvic floor. It's all bad. Mess you up.
And your legs get all tingly and you've got paralysis when you're done there looking at it. Here's one from the phone. My Catherine Zeta-Jonesers.
I want me some glory hole.
A few weeks ago, bear with me on this one. A few weeks ago, my fiance and I went out to dinner with her parents, her brother, and his wife to celebrate her birthday. We're seated at a table just inside one of the entrances right next to the main bar, which also doubled as the to-go order area. Just as our food arrived, a family of 5 walked in. The mom immediately caught an attitude with the bartender working the pickup counter and demanded her order, even though she just placed it 10 or 15 minutes earlier. The bartender politely explained it'd be another 10 to 15 because of how busy we are. So while waiting, the mom seated her 3 kids at empty bar stools. Chaos then broke out. The kids are yelling, fighting, pulling cups and silverware from behind the bar. They were opening it, touching it, even putting it in their mouths.
Ridiculous.
Meanwhile, mom sat scrolling the phone, sighing and rolling her eyes while the dad just stood outside. The bartender was running drinks, handling online orders, so she didn't notice right away. After a few minutes, another couple sitting at the bar asked the mom politely if she could get the kids under control. Oh, boy. You got telling kids what to do,
I bet
right?
she's going to take this well.
Yeah, that's when everything exploded. She went full Karen, yelling and screaming at them in front of everyone, her kids standing there. In the middle of this, their food was ready. Instead of helping calm things down, the dad quietly grabbed the bags and just walked outside.
Well, the dad probably has no soul left. At this point, he's dead inside.
Dead inside. Yeah, he can't say anything. The bartender repeatedly told the mom to leave. She refused. Things escalated. Then the manager had to come over and threaten to call the cops. Only then did she storm out, but not before trying the classic "I know the owner" line. At that point, my whole table looked at each other like, what on earth happened? The entire scene killed the mood, and it was impossible to enjoy the meal with that circus. Go to jail, mom. That's 25 years.
I was going to say 50 years.
50?
50
Fine.
years.
Fine.
Control yourself. Control your children.
It's ridiculous. And I have no problem with the other family speaking up because it sounded like it went on and on and on and on. And mom's just going to sit there scrolling her phone and not do any parenting. So then the village has to parent.
People get so bent out of shape. I'm telling you right now. It will never happen because she's a good girl and I'm always around and she behaves herself. But if you happen to be out and about and my daughter is running amok, and you see her and she's just embarrassing herself and making other people uncomfortable, I give all of you, whoever's listening to this, all of you permission to yell at my daughter.
How? Like just scream in her face?
Like, I'm going to tell your father I know who he is. I listen to him on the radio all the time, all right? And I'm going to tell him exactly how you're behaving. This is unacceptable behavior. And then you will call me and you will tell me and I will give you a high five. I will send you a gift.
What if you just say her by name and you just go, Samantha, will you just shut up?
How do you know my name? I know everything about you. I know your father. I know the owner.
I know everybody.
I'm going to call Ike Hilliard, and he's going to be here lickety-split.
Ike is going to lay down the law.
And you're going to look at him, and you're going to say, oopsie daisy. Sorry, Ike.
And Ike's mad. Ike's not in too good of a mood because of what the Falconians did to him.
49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh said that the Jacksonville Jaguars,
he could bring in Ike.
He said they have a terrific sign-stealing thing going on. He says Liam and his staff, a couple guys coming from Minnesota, they've got legally a really advanced sign-stealing type system where they always find a way to put themselves in an advantageous situation. They do a great job of it. The formation, just try and find any nugget they can. So we've got to be great with our signals, got to be great with our communication to combat some of the tells that we might give on the field. See, I got no problem with that. That is good old-fashioned sign stealing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Salah's not saying anything that's going to potentially get
You're
them
on
in
the
trouble.
sidelines. You're looking over at them. You're trying to figure out what they're doing. The same way, I have no problem if there is a catcher being careless, there's a guy on second base, and he wants to grab his left nut and tell the guy at the plate there's a fastball coming. Okay? I have a problem when we take it to the next level. When we talk about trash cans and walkie-talkies stealing signs,
Yeah, we can't do
I got a problem.
electronics.
When we talk about disguises, going to other people's games, filming things,
when you're not allowed
recon
to film.
work, then I have a problem with that.
Yeah, if you just have guys that are doing this mid-game, are you allowed to use binoculars?
No.
I wouldn't think so. Yeah. Well, you're just looking across the sideline and picking up on tells and picking up on things and then relaying them to your team in real time. That's kind of like a fire drill, right? Yeah. To have to process all that in real time. So, do as you do.
The final walkthrough is coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and Cook Road. Just a couple-minute delay there. We also have a couple-minute delay due to a crash that's in the right lane on southbound 270 on the west outer belt. Approaching I-70, it's stop-and-go from Roberts Road. This report is sponsored by Custom Air. You're not just a homeowner. You're also a heating system that comes with a blanket owner. You need heating built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit CustomAirCode.com for your estimate today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
They're trained. They're fired up. Let's do it. When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Script Ohio necklaces, Blocko earrings, Ohio State bangles, and more. You'll find an exclusive collection of luxury Buckeye jewelry you'll love at the Diamond Cellar, starting at $99. Show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus. It's fall or autumn, as the losers like to say. What does that mean in the car world? That means places like Jermaine Lexus want to clear out all of their 2025 inventory to make room for the 2026 models. And for you, the customer, that means big savings. Take advantage of their lack of space with aggressive pricing. They also have plenty of L-certified vehicles on the lot for the fall collection sales event. If you're in the market, please stop in and see my friends. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Tailgate season is here, and if your grill makes you have to duck when you light it, it's time for an upgrade. Billiards Plus carries top-of-the-line grills that you can pass down to your kids and gifts the whole family will enjoy. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
This show cuts harder than a Cape Cod chip inside Timmy's mouth. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Will you humor me on something?
Yeah.
All right, I think in life, we just talked about the bitch woman who couldn't control her children.
The biz?
At the restaurant.
Biznatch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
ridiculous.
I think there is a line between like crazy Phillies fan Karen, where it's you just run up and demand a baseball that's not yours.
What a maniac.
She's crazy.
What a maniac.
All right,
that
she's
woman
clearly
is.
insane. No one is saying otherwise. But I read a story today about how the dude who caught Cal Rowley's 60th home run ball.
Yes. No, thank you for bringing that
All
up.
right.
I saw that last night, too, and had a lot of thoughts
Now,
on it.
good for him because he just gave it to a kid that was nearby that wasn't his kid. I mean, this thing's a pretty valuable ball, but
Pretty
whatever.
valuable ball. It's a catcher. who just hit his 60th home run.
Switch hitter, catcher, 60th home run. All of these things, very important.
While hitting like 190. It's quite impressive. No, he's not that bad.
Maybe this guy is a billionaire and he doesn't need any of the money, but he gives the ball away to a kid. That's fine. And he gets a standing O. And I'm reading a story today. Oh, we should all be like this. No, we shouldn't, okay? We have shamed adults into getting foul balls, home run balls, because it's almost like it's a given now. If an adult catches a ball at a game, you not only have to give it to a kid that's your own kid, right? You got to give it to some rando kid that comes up to you and begs. And then if you don't give the ball back, everybody in the section boos you. I'm not saying you run and you take a ball away from a kid.
No,
but
that's not what we're talking about.
I'm a grown man. I'm a 45-year-old man. I've never caught a home run ball. I've never caught a foul ball. If I happen to catch one
with your bare hand,
and my hand is screaming, my flesh is peeling, all of that stuff, why am I under obligation now to give it to some kid?
You're not. You are not.
We've gone too far as a society.
I want to be clear with that. We're not talking about taking from someone.
No,
you are sitting in your seat.
not at all.
And if you look at that stadium, everybody there, it's packed, right? I've been to that stadium a couple of times, gave my review about it. I think it's an okay park. Didn't blow me away, but it also wasn't that packed when I was there. They're approaching the playoffs. Cal Raleigh's approaching 60. Every seat was filled. So it wasn't like this was a situation like with Phillies Karen and how the dad was able to maneuver over about 6 or 8 empty seats to take the ball, which he didn't rough anyone up. That's why the Phillies Karen woman is insane, because it's not like he grabbed the ball away from her. He just walked over to it and picked it up. But this was packed stands. He likely had to just reach up and catch it with his bare hands, or it bounced to him, and he was the lucky one that wound up with it. And I didn't even see the exchange with the kid, or if it was probably not a kid that was begging. He maybe just searched for a kid to say, because that's how people are wired to think now. Like, I've got to give this to a kid.
I better give this away,
or else everyone will hate me.
The mob will turn against me.
Everyone will hate me. And that's a 60th home run ball. That, like you said, that could be a life-changing baseball.
They ushered.
I probably need that ball.
They ushered the kid who got it, and his dad out of the stadium because the ball was too valuable, and they didn't want them to encounter any sort of violence. Give me that ball.
Yeah,
that sort of stuff.
You don't have to do that. You just can't be like Karen or some of the idiots that even if you steal a ball away from an adult. I saw that too. I saw like a younger-looking man in his 20s or 30s. Like rip a baseball away from a 60 to 70-year-old man.
We shouldn't be stealing balls from anybody, but if you catch the ball fair and square. All right, let's be reasonable. Okay, we have too many hot takes in society, and we're very divided. Let's be reasonable. I'm going to give you a reasonable solution, okay? You're at a game, you fair and square catch a foul ball. A kid runs up to you and says, "Mister, can I have the ball? Can I have the ball?" You just very casually explain, "I caught this ball. I've never had a ball before." And then you just, not quickly, but forcefully take the kid by the shoulders and throw him down the steps.
Oh, I thought you were going to say throw him onto the field.
No, if he bounces on the field, that's fine. But you just throw him down the steps, and he tumbles and tumbles down the steps.
And that's it. And then
he's all bloody at the bottom of the steps, and you take your ball and you shove it right in his face and say, "See, that's what you got. This is life, kid."
Then he gets up and he wants to ump the game from the bleachers. And then Cole yells at him.
He's in
from Columbus.
Umpire regalia. All right, we got Buckeyes. We got Washington. 3:30 kick tomorrow. And the person to get you ready is Timmy Hall and the final walkthrough. Hit it.
All right, final walkthrough, week 5. Here we go. And we are off and on the road now. Dear God! Timmy is a little nervous about this one because it's the 3-0 Washington Huskies, still somewhat untested against the tested 3-0 Buckeyes, but we know we haven't played a fierce opponent since Texas in week 1. 3:30 kickoff, 12:30 local time as we travel across 3 time zones. Oh, that's what we call the jet lag time there, Coach.
Ooh, that's called sometimes choke time, Coach.
It's going to be in every one, I guarantee. I'm just telling you, Buckeyes, I need this one. It's Ryder Cup time, and did you see Friday morning?
Oh, no!
We suck again.
I just got a bad feeling for the weekend, so damn it, we can't mess around out there at Husky Stadium. We need to take care of business. We got to, please.
Gimme. I need.
The stadium and the trip to Seattle started to take over the talking points this week. How about that sailgating scene, as they call it, with the boats? I've always wanted to pretend to be a sailor.
That kid's going to be a good sailor someday.
Oh, she's going to be a fine sailor.
So what about the other Seattle things? Known for Starbucks, aviation, Costco. Sam's is better, though. Grunge music, Kurt Cobain, Chris Cornell, Jimi Hendrix, the wet weather. And did you know actor Tom Skerritt has been banging in Seattle for quite a while?
Holy Sniper! He's probably saying, holy it's Maverick Goose.
The weather is just going to be okay for me and not what I expect out there. About 67 degrees and cloudy. 6, 7, and warming up to possibly 70 and sunny. I want dreary and I want wetness.
It's just a little dry. It's fine.
Head coach Ryan Day hit a ton of topics this week about being locked in, going on the road, what they need from Julian Sayin, traveling through those time zones, but he also reflected on his entire time as Ohio State coach so far. 8 years at the helm. That'd be crazy, right, AI Nicole?
Yeah, dog. That S is cray-cray.
Okay, but let's hear from Ryan right now.
You know, you're never ready probably to buy your first house. You're never ready to have your first kid. I don't think you're ever ready to be a head coach for the first time, certainly at a place like Ohio State.
Unfortunately, nobody can buy a house anymore, but I get what you're saying. And Ryan took every day in stride. He thanked his coaches, thanked everyone that helped him along the way, including what Coach Meyer did for him.
There's your answer.
Looking more at those Huskies, coached by second-year man Judd Hirsch.
If I knew I was going to meet the president, I would have worn a tie. I mean, look at me. I look like a schlemiel.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. It's Jed Fish, and Judge Jed talked about how his guys can maybe win this thing.
We're taking on the approach that we are going to do everything we can to play our game, and our game consists of trying to create takeaways.
I do expect a four-quarter football game. I've heard the Buckeye receivers, Jeremiah included, talking about the big cornerbacks for Washington. I'm certainly welcoming the Buckeyes to blow them out, though. The point spread has been dwindling. It's 7.5 now. Buckeyes favored. I think Ohio State covers that, and I'm still thinking the under 48.5 is going to hit. There is your betting advice, but ask Common Man for a refund if it doesn't work. This will be a big win if the Buckeyes go in and take care of it, and I got a feeling what the fine folks of Columbus are going to be doing if they win.
Having sex.
Oh, no, that's disgusting. Celebrating with their families, Ty, the sharing hugs and a warm embrace. Fan coverage for this one starts at 10 a.m. It's a 3:30 kick, as you know, and when it's done, Beam and Justin Zwick will be ready to break it all down with your postgame.
And I hope to see you out there. Oh, the final walkthrough is brought to you by our friends at Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a first-round postseason game, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com. Good job, Timmy.
When did Tyvis say that? When did he say that?
We had this yesterday on Too Hot with Teddy.
Yeah.
Where they were talking about the rapture.
Oh.
And they were talking about if the world ends tomorrow, you know what people are going to be doing tonight.
Yeah.
And then Ty was,
he's a dirty guy.
He's a dirty guy.
He's a peeping Tom.
What's
he doing?
He's watching Bees on Bees.
Yes. Yep, with that free TV stick that he's got.
Oh, he's got a stick. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Things are stop and go and causing a 10-minute slowdown on southbound 71 on the north side between Cheshire Road and 270. And there's a couple-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 270 and Polaris Parkway. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They'd let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, save on new 2025 Sonatas with 0% financing for 60 months. 0% while supplies last. Columbus or Dublin or glexhyundai.com.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
When we started the company, I was absolutely going to build my own plant. We can build a very, very good window and sell it at a reasonable price. If you buy from a company that is a dealer, they have to order the part from the factory, have it sent, and then schedule a service. I got 500 locks out back. If you need a lock, it'll take me 15 seconds to walk back here and grab one for you.
Visit our showroom today at 4200 Roberts Road.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. It's time to ditch the traffic jams and the rat race and take in that crisp morning air, the crackle of a warm campfire. With RCD RV's Fall Into Adventure sale, you can. September 15th through the 30th, you can cozy up to incredible deals. Sale pricing on all remaining new 2025 models. And RCD has travel trailers starting under $12,995, as well as pre-owned motorhomes priced under $39,995. Visit one of our 3 locations, Delaware, Heath, Pataskala. Shop online anytime at RCDRV.com.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
The Fan 2 is on the air. Catch the Bob and Tom Show in the morning and Jim Rome in the afternoon. And Buckeye stuff and Reds 2 in the NFL. It's lots of stuff. You get the picture. It's the Fan 2 live on 1460 AM, the Fan app, and the Fan's HD2.
College is great. You know what else is great? Pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of the Ohio State University. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
Common Man here for Hollywood Casino and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Timmy, it's football season. That means winning and fun.
Oh, yeah. We have tailgate buffets for all of our watch parties. The 3 apps for $12 special. $25 Miller Lite buckets.
And don't forget the crab legs. That's extended through September.
So reserve a table at HollywoodColumbus.com.
And how about this for new members? Sign up for the rewards program on the Penn Play app. Get a $20 dining credit.
Then you get more crab legs.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, crab legs.
Crab leg problem? Call 1-800-CRAB LEGS.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and it's tire time at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Now through October 31st, you can buy 3 tires and get 1 for $1. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to schedule your appointment today, or hurry into Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin to get those cars ready for winter. And when you think tires, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Have you already started your tailgate? Us too. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Beamer is here. We have high school football at 6:30. What are you doing tonight?
Well, I think the wife and I are just having a little dinner, and at some point I'm going to have to go and pick Jack up from a high school football game. I believe he's going to the Watterson game tonight with some friends. So he's not going to see the Bradley Jags this evening. He's going to another spot. Guess he's just going to needs to get the lay of the land of high school football in the city.
Why do you have to be the driver?
I just got to pick up.
What about these other parents? What are they doing?
One set of
Sitting
parents
at home, smoking their pot?
Hold on. One set of parents is dropping off, and then another set of parents will pick up. What's not fair about that?
Now, you know what? That's... No,
What?
because
How would you do it?
Because then no one really gets a night off, okay? What you should do is designate, you do this night, I'll do the next night. So they do a pickup drop-off.
That's not a bad idea either.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the next time, you do the pickup drop-off.
That's not a bad idea.
Because you're both only enjoying half of your evening.
I get it. I get it. But we don't have major plans.
How
this
old
night.
is Jack now?
He's going to be 14 in a few days now.
He can drive soon.
He's got a car.
He can drive.
He can drive.
He can eat.
Go on. Get out there.
Take my back pill.
I have to eat so I can take my back pill.
What are you guys doing? What's for dinner?
Ooh. I think we got some pizza for tonight.
Oh, pizza night.
I think some pizza for tonight.
You got like mail order or
I got a little
somewhere in town?
Mail is spelled M-A-L-E, my
yes.
friend.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze delivers it to
I got a little Chicago pizza in the freezer.
Nice.
Trying a new place, so I'll let you know how it goes.
Nice.
I forget the name of it, but it's large.
It's not
cheesy.
It's not Lou Malnati's.
It's not Lou. That's my usual thing.
Lou's does a great mail order pizza.
They do. My only
They're fantastic.
gripe with Lou Malnati's mail order is that the pizzas are not big enough. I have to make 2 pizzas to
Personal
satisfy
pizzas?
my fat ass craving.
Well, no, you can't. If it's you alone, one pizza's not doing it.
No. Me
If it's the
alone,
family,
yes.
yeah.
But the problem
If
is
it's
that I
three
have
of
to
you-
share then the one pizza. That's not good.
Right? No, I've had
sharing.
I've had those 2, and if it's the 3 of us, 1 is not enough. We would do
No.
We would do 2, and there's been times where we've killed all because what do you cut those into 4s? If you do the Lou Malnati's, it's like a 12-inch personal pizza, right?
Yeah.
But they're thick. I mean, it's Chicago deep dish style pizza, so it's a thick, hearty
But
slice.
there's different degrees of thickness, even with Chicago pizza. Lou's is among the thinner.
Not the thickest. Yeah, it's not like a Geno's or something like that.
No. Not
Yeah.
at all. Tomorrow is flu shot day. Woo, flu shot day.
Yeah, and it's done.
And Sunday is lay on the couch and do nothing day.
So how is Saturday all that different from that, other than you have to leave the house
Flu
for
shot
5
day.
minutes?
Yeah, it's flu shot day.
What, to go to your local Kroger or CVS?
Here's my little Friday.
Get your flu shot.
By the way,
Take Teddy with you.
You know,
He's
everybody
good
else
with
is
needles.
running around like, I got to take this one to soccer practice. I got to do this, you know. I don't know what to tell you. Close
Right
your
now.
legs after one, like we did.
One and done.
You know, we got one kid. She likes to be home just like us. Actually, our big errand on Saturday after the flu shots is we like to buy the Cheryl's cookies in bulk and keep them in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, take one out when you need one.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
all out of Cheryl's cookies.
No
So
Cheryl's cookies?
We're going to make a little trip to the Cheryl's cookies.
You're gonna get
buy
a lot
like
of,
60 of
You're
them.
going to get a lot of the individually wrapped?
Oh, yeah,
Are they all individually wrapped?
Yeah,
Is
if
that
you
their
buy
thing?
them in the store, yeah.
They're only individually wrapped. Like,
Yeah.
that's their thing. I know we got them here at work all the time. I didn't know if that was a way where they just ship them to businesses, because that's smart
No,
if they do it.
they're all individually
if it's
wrapped.
all like that, that's the way they do it. But you know what
Delicious.
You know what I realized too? You mentioned about having to truck kids to soccer practice here and there and all that. School sports are the best. Once your kid gets to that age where they're only doing school sports, and I also consider myself lucky, because if you got to do it, I guess you feel like you have to do it. But I'm not a big fan of the AAU
travel ball?
Yeah, the travel circuit, the AAU circuit, and how much we're forcing kids and families to put up with, and seriously, the travel and the payments that you got to make.
Feel like if
you
you
got to go out of
don't
town,
do it, you're a bad parent.
Yeah,
you're getting left out. The
You're
kid's
going
getting
to
left out.
Pittsburgh, you're going to Indy, Cleveland, Cincinnati. You're going all over the place, spending hundreds, if not thousands, a weekend. And when I've got a kid that's just doing a school sport, you do nothing. I do nothing. The taxes are paying for all of it. It's like, wow, this is where all of that money is going. And your kid gets to take part in it. School, he's right there. You go from the schoolhouse to the locker room to the practice field. It's perfect. And then you pick him up.
You know
You get
what?
a couple hours later after school
It's
to
even
get some work
better,
done.
Timmy, when you have an uncoordinated mess like I have. Because there's no sports, baby.
Nothing
Let's
at
just go to
all.
piano lessons. Let me tell you something. I don't have to go to Dallas for my piano lessons. All right, I take her down the street to the lady.
Is it like Wedding Singer? Does she give her like meatballs when she leaves piano lessons?
Meatballs?
That's from the way.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
It's the Adam Sandler thing. Ooh, you will listen to everything I have to say.
The Back Page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
All right, so you ever heard of Sherry Shepherd?
We actually, let me tell you something.
Oh, no.
Jen did this yesterday in the Back Page.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Shit.
You serious, Clark?
Yeah,
Well,
she's a lunatic. I got it.
Well, let's see. Well, Susie.
That's all you had?
Susie likes going to the market.
Maybe come prepared with more than one story then. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, come on.
What if I had gone to the Back Page at 50?
Here's something.
And you had 4 minutes to kill.
Here's something. I've always got a time to kill, John Grisham. So, Bucci Gross, who is a big hockey guy, right? He was tweeting about this. Somebody put it out there, said, I cannot believe I get to take my baby to her first hockey game this season. OMG, OMG, go Jackets. The cycle continues.
Yeah.
And so Bucci said, this is an important time. It's an important thing in markets like Columbus. Young men and women who grew up with the Blue Jackets and now get to take their kids to Blue Jackets games, have babies, create hockey fans. Have one baby, create hockey fans. But that's nice. I can understand that. I haven't lived here as long to where I've gone the bulk of my life being a Jackets fan. I was here in 2012, right in the middle of the 25-year run now. Mm-hmm. But for Jack, that's his hockey team because he was an infant when we showed up. And so that's what he knows and loves. And I do like how he's come around and we can enjoy a hockey game every now and then. We haven't bought a season ticket plan or anything like that because I feel picking and choosing the single games. If you only feel like going to 4 or 5 a year, I think single game plan.
You know what? The good news is
the way to go.
Now you're on this show. You're done at 6.
Yeah, we have another extra hour to get over to face-offs.
When you used to do the Buckeyes show, you were done at 8 o'clock.
Oh, at a rate. Well, we would be done because we air the Jackets.
So that's true.
We'd have a 30-minute shorty, but I'd have to race over there.
Yeah, you're right.
Now a little extra buffer.
All right, Timmy, have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday. Buckeyes shows up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between Cleveland Avenue and Cook Road. And you're looking at a couple-minute slowdown on southbound 315 from Kinnear Road to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.